Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome back. I lived through traffic. Hurrah. Dude. Ugh. We just stood in traffic for 3 hours. 3 fucking hours. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But I'm home. I got it. I went outside and I came back alive. Hurrah! Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Ken say good afternoon. Galondia, good afternoon. Congratulations on the first. Nonchalanto. I hope you get well soon. Feel better soon. Balthazar, good morning. Ori, good afternoon. Yes, I didn't forget about it, but, you know, hey, let's just, like, drive over there. Quick trip, 20 minutes. Like, out and back, right? So, I was supposed to have been back, 2.5 hours ago. A major accident, so they had to close the entire thing with us there and like a couple hundred cars behind us, so you know how it goes. Awful. Awful. They had trouble getting like heavy equipment to clean. Like there was a major car crash. We didn't really get to see anything about it because also don't care, but they had trouble getting like the clearing equipment up. And yeah, just standing there, just fucking standing there. It was really annoying. Wheeze, good afternoon. And Dado, you are the best duckling. Hello. Hello. What fresh hell forced you out of the nest that left you stuck in traffic? Family stuff, don't worry about it. Nothing major. Nothing major. I mean, I can tell you, it's not really drastic. I say it's family stuff. So, you know how I've told you that our neighbors are renovating, right? It turns out they're doing like a major renovation project. This is going to take a while. This is going to still take a while. So I need to change my sleep schedule, which is a different beast entirely. They asked whether... They had ordered like new furniture and stuff. And they asked whether me and Chris could help carry the stuff. They had to fetch it. So they had rented this like small like sprinter car to like load everything in, but didn't have anyone else to like help carry shit. So he asked like, hey, can you help us carry stuff? I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely. Like the place where they had to pick everything up wasn't too far away. So we're like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Like we're going to hop in. We're going to just going to drive over, fetch all the stuff, load it in, load it out. Quick trip, hour tops, right? Whatever. Yeah, took longer. I mean, getting there was easy. Getting the stuff was easy. None of it was a problem. And then on the way back, boom. The German word for it is Vollsperrung. Total, like a complete lockdown. I don't know what this is called in English when they close down a road entirely with cars still on it. Sucked. But we had a good time in the car just talking. It was kind of nice getting to know the new neighbors as well. We haven't really had the opportunity to like talk a lot since they moved in. It was just nice talking. The guy's really cool. I've got to say, the guy's really nice. Middle-aged man, like he's in mid 40s or something. We have absolutely fucking nothing in common. We have absolutely nothing in common with one another. Which is great. Like, he really likes fine art. Like, he really likes painting. Which cool, but like Renaissance style painting, right? Which, And fitting for the area that we live in, his hobbies include golfing. And my hobbies include not golfing. So, yeah, we have absolutely nothing in common. But we had a very nice conversation. Chris was annoyed, obviously. Like, take any teenagers noon and afternoon and they're gonna go chomping at the bits. But he behaved. Who was the Japanese artist a few songs ago? Hanabi. Discuss miniature painting and thinning paints with him. We were talking about because I brought up like, hey, when we were talking about art, I brought up like modern art, like specifically like digital art, in regards to like VTubing stuff, right? Or like the old anime stuff. Nope. Complete miss. But I got like, we just had the standard like, hey, new neighbor conversation, right? Like, hey, what is it? What do you do? Where's your head at? All of those things, right? Overall, he seems like a cool guy. Being stuck in a car with one another, like, does tend to make you get to know the people that you're stuck with. I remember going to a job interview and seeing that there was a major accident on the opposite direction of the highway and the entire section of road had been closed, and then my phone died, so I couldn't use my GPS to find my way home. Fuck. Oh no. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was outside? So it's getting really warm here. It's getting really warm here, which means it's getting more annoying. Hay fever season is also setting in, which means outside was bad. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 7. It will get worse as the temperature kicks up more. Drinking out of the wrong cup, yeah, that's a shared artist problem. That's the problem with digital art, Galundier. Like, you don't get to taste the paint anymore. There's room in my heart for something I can't pronounce, Art Nouveau and digital art, thankfully. There is room in my heart to appreciate all sorts of art from all sorts of, like, periods, from all sorts of artists, right? Absolutely. But I don't have a deeper understanding of the fine arts of putting oil on canvas. I couldn't look at a painting and tell you, oh, this is the style of that painter. No idea. Couldn't do that. And like he's very, I don't want to say art critic, but like very art critic, right? So, sure, cool. I mean, I couldn't do that with modern art either. Turns out he's very much the type of person to stand in like an art gallery and go like, this painting does tell me about the artist's deepest held anguish. Like, okay, yeah, sure. But like all packaged in a person that I can get along with. Normally I detest these people for being pretentious fuckwits. Just a hobby, huh? Are most paints toxic? It's not like we tasted paint on purpose, Menton. If you've never had that problem, if you've never heard of that problem, if you've lived under a rock, so occasionally you have to clean the brush that you're working with, right? And you normally traditionally do that. You have a little cup with water in it, and you like rinse your brush in that cup. And sometimes you also have a beverage with you because you're painting or making something for longer sessions. And sometimes in the process of being really focused on what color scheme you're currently fucking up, you forget which cup is the drinking cup and which cup is the paint water cup. You don't go chugging the entire fucking paint, but you do take a nice hearty sip of your paint water. Is that toxic? Probably not in amounts that matter. Something dose makes the poison, right? How was traffic? Awful. Hello, Crampo. Hello, Alex. How you doing? I go to museums to look at their brush strokes rather than trying to find deeper meaning, oddly enough. See, like, that's kind of what I mean, Elzrath. This is something that I mean in addition to what I said. Brush strokes, I can look at a painting and go like, oh, that is a nice painting. It must have taken skill and perspective in order to produce this. And I can appreciate the effort that went into making something, but I cannot analyze the effort or the technique used to make. I'm not an artist. Like, I'm like you. Like, I've seen you work. Beautiful. Well, I haven't seen you work, but I've seen what you produce. Beautiful. I lack the analytical tools to do exactly that. So if I'm in a museum, I go like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, those colors are very bright. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's probably expensive. And that's it, right? I'm very surface level. That's why there's often paper saying don't drink cup. The problem with paper is it doesn't work because the moments that these happen are moments where you do not look at the cup that you're grabbing because you're like focused on the mini you're painting or you're focused on the thing in front of you and you just absent-mindedly grab a cup. The way that I've solved this for me is that my paint cup is always on my left and my drink cup is always on my right. And because I hold my brush with my right hand, it means that I have to put down my brush to grab the drink properly. I don't have to, but I do. So it minimizes those issues. I have taken the paint, like the brush, put it into the paint cup, then pick up the paint cup and sip from it too. Don't stay awake and paint. Like, that's all I can tell you, but that has also happened already. But you can take precautions to minimize the amount of paint water you sip. Only drinks in studios come with lids and straws. Yeah, that helps. That helps. Alex, thank you for the streak. Can't be, but apparently it is. That's insane. Thank you, Alex. Speaking of toxic dosages, did you know that if you eat enough bananas, you will get radiation poisoning? Yeah, but it's more bananas than your body could realistically hold. Granted, your stomach would explode before you even get 100th of the way there, but the point still wobbles upright. Correct. But you could also die from drinking too much water, right? The phrase too much is literally too much, right? You could die from consuming too much of anything. I'm pretty sure if you eat too much kale, you could die. Although crispy water is just that, crispy water. Avoid drinking paint water by never attempting a creative endeavor. Follow me for more tips. You could drink out of a bottle. Paint isn't sold in bottles, right? Well, like I said, you don't drink the paint, right? But your brush rinsing tool of choice would probably not be a bottle. Stared down that in college after an 18-hour, probably brain damage inducing because I forgot to open the window while all painting for one of my courses. Yup. You ever not aerated a room correctly and you went to paintbrush like a base? Yeah. I learned that early, Els. I learned that really early. I had like my little like paint cube set up. I had my little airbrush, and I was doing what's it called? Fucking foundations. Shit, what's that called again? Goddamn my English today. Sorry, I just spoke German for like 3 hours straight. I was primer, thank you. I was doing priming, right? Like I was priming models. And I just went, okay, so I have like 100 models here. Fuck it, I'm just gonna work through these. Didn't open a window. I was feeling great I didn't make it through. I didn't make it through the 100. I was feeling great halfway through. Absolutely fantastic. What the fuck is the fucking word every bilingual's issue? Yes. Could have told you the Japanese one. I admire people that speak multiple languages, right? It doesn't matter how many languages you speak, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4. I have a good friend of mine who is conversationally fluid in 12, and I shudder in awe every time I talk to them. It helps that they're like really eloquent. It doesn't matter how many. If you speak more than one language, my respect, right? But if you do, then you will run into the problem that occasionally you know a word in one language, but not in the other. And occasionally you know the word in all languages that you speak, but you just forgot. It's a word that you've used maybe an hour ago, but now your brain isn't picking it up anymore. And it is my fervent belief that the more languages you pick up, the more often this happens. Because you will pinpoint a word in one language, but the other 4 you forgot. And it's not because you didn't know it, it's literally you forgot about it. I know a great many people that can switch language on a switch. That just go, and now I'm speaking something different, and now I'm speaking something different. I can't do that. If I have to speak German on a day, then my English is going to be fucked for the rest of it. If I speak English like normal, then I'm going to struggle with German tomorrow. My brain is incredibly bad at switching. If you forced me into Korean right now, I think everything else would break down. So, kudos to everyone out there that is multilingual in any way, shape, or form. And I hope that your switch between languages is as smooth as it needs to be. Smoother than mine. Mineral Spirit Heist, woo! Yep. Feel great until you get to walk around. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, the entire room gets a bit shaky. Like, I don't know, some bastard just picked up the world and shook it a little bit. Bonus points, you forgot it in your own language, but remember the other one? All the time, Igor. In fact, my German is probably worse than my English at this point, which is a sad state of affairs considering what my English is like most days, right? Igor, how am I doing? I've been outside for longer than it should have. Multiple points that do not work with me, Igor. First of all, I had to be outside. Well, I didn't have to be, but they asked nicely, so, you know, neighborly spirit. B, so that's A. B, something that was planned didn't go according to plan. I don't cope with that well. I don't really, well, first of all, I don't cope with not being in control really well. I wouldn't call myself a control freak, but I get a bit moody if things don't go the way that I want them to, and it's not my fault. If things are outside of my control that are going wrong, I get a bit, you know, unfortunately that happens a lot. Yay. That's point B and C. Something went wrong, and C, it didn't go wrong because I fucked it up. It went wrong because of something completely outside of my control. So, if I told you that I was a little bit rattled, it'd be an understatement. Full disclosure, I'm currently forcing myself to stream instead of sitting in a corner and counting the ceiling tiles. Because that's what I'd normally be doing now. Like, just have a nice, calm breakdown. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I know it will be. But it is a bit of a bigger mental strain to go like, hey, I'm in front of people right now. Because I inherently don't want to be. It always comes with the threat of grass and the touching of it. It's not even the grass that's the problem. It's like the people everywhere, right? And Igor is 70 streak. What the hell? Thank you so much. Switch to Minesweeper stream for no-braining? I hate Minesweeper. What do you mean? Minesweeper inherently would be a great logic game if it didn't come down to blind 50-50 guesses sometime. The fact that Minesweeper every now and again ends in blind guesses and can result in blind guesses at any step of the game ruins the sanctity of it completely for me. That's why I cannot stand the fucking thing. So love one of the lines from the Sworn Soldier series talking about Germans and languages. Just keep trying different languages and if the two of you inevitably find one of the dozen, they inevitably speak better than you. I do quite enjoy that Germany has a culture of teaching foreign languages early, and if you choose to pursue it thoroughly. I do really enjoy that part. Not to make this an America bad conversation, I don't want to do that, but if you're a nation like the United States, or God, even Great Britain, right, then the comfort of having English as your native language and only kind of half-heartedly letting your students decide whether they like have interest in other languages and teaching them only if they really want to pursue it means that they're going to lose out on a lot of things that they could have had otherwise. It'd be true, yeah, but there are times to do that. I don't feel like we have to. I don't feel like we have to do that right now. It's not relevant. There are plenty of countries out there like this. The US is just a big and well-known example of it, right? That's why I'm bringing it up. Over here, you're forced into two languages. Like, you're learning English, motherfucker. There's no choice about this. And then you're either picking up French or Latin, or if you're in a really cool school, they'll make you pick something else for at least 4 fucking years, right? 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade before you get out of it. And then after 4 years of whatever that second language is, like, if you're learning Latin, obviously you're not learning a spoken language, but after that, like, you're free to forget it. But you're taking English for the rest of it, right? Which means you get at least a good grasp of fundamentals in whatever the hell you're learning. Even if you're just kind of sitting through it because it's forced upon you curriculum bullshit, you will inevitably pick something up. I appreciate that a lot. I like the variant of Minesweeper that specifically generates in a way where no guesses exist. Yeah, that'd be great, but then I'd have to still play Minesweeper. It may take 15 to 20 minutes to math the math, but never it isn't mandatory to guess. Great, but then you're still doing math for fun. I know that there are some of you out there that think math is fun. And to those I say, brave. Do you like the color gray? Never heard of guess it's called hex cells. Yeah, I guess. Hexagons, bestagons. Here's the thing. I don't care about Minesweeper. I don't care about doing the math and figuring out the weird little puzzle it gives you. It's an alright color. Has anyone ever told you that you're fun at parties? Probably not. Says the duck that does optimization math in Enfield, I reckon. It's a matter of different puzzles. You're right, Weiss. You're right. You're right to call that out. Absolutely. I like puzzles. I think everyone likes puzzles. I think the human brain is inherently really, really interested in puzzles. It doesn't matter how smart or stupid you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter how civilized you are. You could be from the fucking Sentinel Islands. In which case, please tell me more. But I think we inherently love puzzles. However, the kind of puzzles that you like are really fucking different. For me, something like Minesweeper isn't necessarily interesting. And at the end of the day, I can't really point out why that is. I can tell you that I'm not interested in like aligning numbers with other numbers in order to figure out which tile to click on. Maybe the payoff isn't bombastic enough. Maybe it doesn't make the happy chemicals go off. At the same time, I don't care about Sudokus, for example. Like, my family's fucking obsessed with them. But I find those really underwhelming. However, there are many, many other types of like math-based puzzles that I enjoy quite a lot. Whether that be like factory building in Enfield, which is inherently just math, right? How do I fit the most amount of shit in the smallest amount of area? Which ratios do I need to apply to keep this going? And how do I align all of it all on a plane? Is just math and spatial reasoning, but whatever, right? Both of these are based on math, and one of them is very, very interesting to me. The other one isn't at all. There are so many different math-based puzzles. How do I optimize a character in a turn-based tactics game in order to hit exactly the amount of damage that I need them to hit per turn while spending the least amount of AP is also inherently a math-based puzzle, right? All of these things are inherently interesting to me, but Minesweeper isn't. Seri! Seri, thank you for dropping in. I see you and I smile. I see you and I smile, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. My former roommate has a hyperfixation on it. Gotcha. I usually ended up sitting in a corner petting a cat during parties, sometimes chatting with the stoners. That's me during parties too, else. Yeah. I am fun at parties, though I did used to mix drinks at them, so people thought it was fun at parties. I need to have a form, I need to have a function at the party else. The greatest parties I've ever been at were the university parties that my campus threw, and I was behind the bar. Because I had a point, I had a purpose in being there. And I got to talk to people while fulfilling that purpose. I didn't have to stand in the middle of the room waiting to talk to someone or looking for someone to talk to. I got to be non-idle and then talk to people when they came up to me. I loved that shit. The worst parties I've ever been at, I've been just a guest. And there was one party specifically where I was just a guest and I didn't know anyone. And I hated that more than anything else. So yeah, no, I get that. I inherently go find do you have a dog? Cool, I will come to your party, because worst scenario, I'm going to pet the dog. That's what I'm doing now. Run off from spoilers? Nah, absolutely, Sarah. We're still yapping, but absolutely stay safe. We're like deep in the game. Stay safe and thank you for being here. Did a game link from Steam always give Metacritic scores, or is this a new thing? I have never observed that, I don't think, Hatchney. I don't know. I tend to still not really care about Metacritic whatsoever. Well, no, that's wrong. I tend to not care about 50% of Metacritic. Obviously Metacritic is just an aggregator, right? Whatever. The critic scores on Metacritic, I think, are industry bullshit, right? Just like every written review is industry bullshit. The user score, on the other hand, has a chance to be interesting. Unless it's currently being like brigaded or nuked for no reason, they have a chance to be interesting and valid to read through. It currently depends on whether the game launched into some sort of stupid drama that you may or may not be invested in, right? If the game, let's say for argument's sake, the game launches and it has like de novo attached to it. Many people care deeply about this for very good reasons. De novo is a piece of shit. But if I've already polluted my system with other titles I have to play for stream that already have de novo attached, I don't care about the next title also having it. Like, I've already fallen to the plague. I cannot get more infected. It's too late for me, right? So if you're running into a game that gets majorly downrated because it has a de novo attached, that is a point of criticism that I don't give a fuck about. You talk about Crimson Blade? I know nothing about Crimson Blade, actually. No, I'm not talking about anything specific. Until last week, I didn't know Crimson Blade was single player. So, like, please don't interpret anything into this. I'm not, like, hinting at anything specific. There are many points of criticism that people get very aggro about, for good reasons, for bad reasons, for better or for worse, that you as a consumer might not actually care about. One thing that we also see a lot is games getting rated down because they do not have an active Chinese translation, and the Chinese player base is growing and growing. Or at least the Chinese player base that has access to our markets is growing and growing. Therefore, if it doesn't have a working Chinese translation, a lot of the times there's a lot of bad ratings for a game. Now, do I care about that? Inherently not, right? So, if I now have to look at an aggregator that is taking all scores for all reasons, and like the Steam rating works with that too, it works exactly the same way, then that score it's giving doesn't tell me anything. Like, oh, it's a 50 because it doesn't have a Chinese translation, but if we filter all of that shit out, it's an 80. Yeah, like, whatever. But these things aren't clearly visible. The performance issues it can cause, but yeah, for anti-cheat tools, those are once infected, always infected for sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the performance issues are also a problem, but the big tag of runs on my machine still doth exist, right? And mind you, we are getting plenty of performance issues. You will have seen it with Solasta 2 recently, right? I was really happy that Solasta 2 ran as well as it did, but holy shit, could you hear the fans howling? Unreal Engine 5 is a plague upon humankind and needs to be eradicated. Unreal 5 delende est or something. Thank you for coming to my Senate talk. I don't know. We should rebuild Carthago just to burn it down. I don't know, like... There are so many problems that people have with games. There's so many problems that people have with anything that may or may not apply to you. And I find that the expression of a score that takes all complaints into consideration just frequently non-interesting. And quite frankly, misleading. So I've never cared about Metacritic. From back in the olden days when it was just industry bullshit to back in the new days where it's filled with random brigading and complaints that aren't relevant for me. I find that its purpose, ascertaining a game at a glance, just doesn't hold. Because no matter what you get, no matter what the answer is it's a high 80. Cool. Why? It's a mid 50. Oh, fuck, why? You always have to read deeper into it. So, like, you can't just ascertain it as a glance. If I want to see a game at a glance, I ask a fucking streamer about it. Like, I find someone, preferably not a VTuber, that's a joke. I find someone that's playing the game, and I go, hey, what do you think? You know, the thing that everyone always gets annoyed at, because we've played for half an hour, what do we know, right? I don't know whether this game is good, I'm on the loading screen. You ask Sari, I value Sari's opinion quite a lot. So, yeah, I've asked Sari about things in the past, absolutely. Sari has good opinions, that's the problem. Don't tell her that, it'll get to her head. But, Thana, you're the best duckling. Hello, Thana, good morning. So, we asked Duck. I mean, you shouldn't really value my opinion either, right? Like, my opinion can be anything. I've been known to, like, go off at the weirdest things about video games in the past, right? Like, slight imperfections in video games ruin my entire experience. Look what happened with Dark Day 81. No, not Dark Day 81. Was it Dark Day 81? Hold up. I think it was Dark Day 81. Yeah, look at what happened with Dark Day 81, right? Like, Dark Day 81, halfway through, I deemed that the story didn't make any fucking sense, so I just went like, oh my god, this is ruining everything for me, I can't bother to play this anymore. And then I threw it away. Which I still think I wasn't, like, entirely wrong on, because my god, did nothing make sense. Right? The weirdest things can set me off, so, like, I'm not as professional as I should be. I'm not as professional about things as I say should be, I don't think I need to be, but... I'm not as professional as I need to be for people to reliably ask me my opinion, and for me to be able to claim that I have some sort of authority on these things. Like, I'm also just a guy that has stupid opinions on shit, just like everyone else. Azrath says, I'll watch reviews from a few people to see if it's worth my time, and then watch a stream Let's Play to see if the minute to minute is for me. The last time... Hold up, I'm thinking about this just to not lie to you. The last time I watched a video review on a game that was coming out, and I cared about the reviewer's opinion, and I based my purchasing decision exclusively on that review, was when Total Biscuit was still making content. That was the last time. I was never into reading written reviews. I always felt using the, like, forsaking the, like, medium of video and video games for the flavor of, like, a written article was a bit backwards. But... like, even, like, pre-made video reviews, the last time I really, like, cared about one, the last time I really, like, watched one to, like, see whether I wanted to buy a game or not was back when, like, TB was still alive and making content. And that's been a fucking while. It has been exclusively streams and other people since then. Right? What's your opinion on XCOM 2? I don't like XCOM 2. I think XCOM 2 is an improvement over XCOM 1, but I also think, unmodded, it's trash. Especially if you're playing without Longmore. Like, that's it. And my main problem with XCOM will forever be, my main two problems with XCOM will forever be lack of enemy variety. Like, the game just does not have good enemy variety whatsoever. It has some very distinct enemies, but it doesn't have enough of them. It could use another 10 at minimum. And lack of interesting development options for soldiers. Like, neither in equipment nor in talents do your soldiers ever gain anything interesting. Well, is there ever an interesting choice to be made? They gain very interesting abilities, but which one of the two fucking binary options you pick is almost a foregone conclusion before you even get there. And we don't even have to talk about gear upgrades. It's just +1, +2, +3, and that's it. XCOM utterly fails at that point, because the way that you build your characters isn't a puzzle. It's not at all. It's a static route that you take. Skill roulette makes it sort of so much more funny. It's not about it being funny either, Ferris. Even if you skill roulette it, there aren't enough skills in the game for that to be interesting. XCOM would benefit from like 200 more skills. If you want a weird comparison, look at Mugenics. Obviously that's a roguelite, but the way that cats build in Mugenics is inherently interesting because you are forced to make a low amount of choices. You're not getting enough skills in a run for that to really hit hard, but you're forced to make choices quite heavily. If XCOM had anything like that, it would be a good game. And as always, I've said this for forever, if a game is only good when modded, it is not a good game. Skyrim inherently is a good modding platform. It is not a good game. XCOM 2 is a decent modding platform. It is not a good game. If you look at a skeleton, you can't decide that that's a good person. That's a good skeleton. You have to build a person around it. It also makes Max not just a fuck you, I win button. Yeah. I think there should be one fixed skill path and lots of random alternatives. I don't even think it would need to be random, Ferris. I don't even think it would need to be random. Randomization is obviously a very simple way to get repeated playtime out of a game. And that's fine. That's fine, right? Like, if the randomization is interesting enough and varied enough, then that is a fine way to get additional playtime. However, the amount of choice matters too, right? If XCOM wasn't pick left or right, if it was in fact, here are four different skills per tier, and you pick 2 from the first tier, then you pick 2 from the second tier, and then you pick 1 from the third tier or something, this would be different. It would be massively different. Look at something like Monster Sanctuary, for example. Monster Sanctuary is a great example of how to do skill trees correctly. You have different layers in your skill tree. You need to spend a certain amount in order to get into the next tier. And you have many, dozens upon dozens of combinations of different skill blocks that you can go through. Okay, hold up. Let me pull this up for y'all, because I think this is interesting to talk about. Ooh, we haven't had like a yap session like this in a little bit. I'm happy. Here. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, the way that Monster Sanctuary works is you have every monster in that game has 3 blocks, right? They have 3 blocks. These blocks are unique. Within those blocks, you've got line 1, line 2, line 3. I think it's 8 lines, but let's simplify this for now. And then these go down. Like, there's a skill here, like you have a skill here, you have a skill here, you have a skill here, right? And then you have a skill here, you have one here, and then maybe this one branches out into 2 again, right? All of this stuff. Ad infinitum. Continue. You need to spend a certain amount of points in here, like I think it's 5 points in here, in order to then advance down the tree. And then you just spend 5 here, and so on and so forth. But this line continues. And this one might be, let's say this one's dots. This one might be healing. Heal. And then this one might be, let's say, tank. And there's many other blocks. There's crits. There's like bleeds. There is, this doesn't look like bleed, this looks like weeds. Fuck it, there's bleed. There's just raw damage. There's like element stuff. There's many things, right? These trees are unique. And mind you, Monster Sanctuary has dozens upon dozens of monsters. These trees are unique. However, the skills in them might not be. So this skill right here could be, let's just call the skill burn or something, right? And then this burn leads into like a bigger burn, and then the bigger burn leads into a bigger burn, and then into like a random support skill that says, hey, when you burn a target, burn another target, whatever. Another monster might, somewhere within its skill trees, also have burn. I know there's a duck in the way, live with it. This might also have burn. But the way that burn is arranged is different. This might lead into like a propagation move. It might lead into like an explode the burn stack move. It might even follow the same line of like burn, bigger burn, but it doesn't have this there, it has something else. You don't have to make thousands of skills, you have to make a good basis of skills and then distribute them in an interesting way. So Monster Sanctuary is a game in which any creature that you pick up can have inherently interesting skill builds. And then Ebba, fucking modding goddess that she is, God, I miss her, managed to make these things randomized. Ebba managed to like take these and randomize them between monsters. Because all three of these are one monster. This monster will always spawn with these three. And then Ebba found a way to randomize these things between all creatures, which led to crazy shit. Because now you could find a creature that had like a burn, another burn tree, and another burn tree. You never did, but you could, in theory. If XCOM, like even ignoring these, if XCOM had a skill tree like this, where you have to make interesting decisions between different tiers, instead of going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, with the most obvious power choices ever, every fucking level, it'd be inherently a better game. But it doesn't do that. Instead, the overall progression for XCOM is the most mind-numbing shit ever. There is no puzzle. Do you want the weapon that does 5 damage? Or do you want the weapon that does 10 damage? Do you want $1 or do you want $2? You do not go 1, 2, you go right choice and bad choice. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I mean. Like, you pick the most obvious good one. Always. Even if these were balanced, this is not a good way to make your skill choices because it's binary. It's boring. And that's the downfall of XCOM. That's why XCOM, like Phyrexis.com in general, is not good. Because that is, like, it kills an entire layer of gameplay. There's an entire puzzle of it that just fucking dies. And if you want a game that does this well, say it with me, Twitch chat. You should play Troubleshooter. That's it. You should just play Troubleshooter. Because in Troubleshooter, the way this works in Troubleshooter isn't like this. In Troubleshooter, you have skill sockets. Think of these as little sockets. In reality, it's a list, but don't worry about that. And then there is, 600 something little things you can put into them. And the game tells you, hey, in this category, you can have 15 points worth of shit. And in this category, you can have 20 points worth of shit. And in this category, you can have 5 points worth of shit. And then there is a very, very, very long list of like roughly 600 entries or something of stuff you can put into them. And that's how you build a character in Troubleshooter. And these roughly 600 things are given to you slowly over the course of many, many missions. So the game gives you time to figure out what you have and what that does. You're not just given all of the options so you get to drown. This list unlocks. At first, all of this will be locked out. Like, you'll have like one socket somewhere. You'll have like a low amount of points. The game starts you off very slowly. Hey, what do you want? You have like 5 different things. You can socket 1. Do that. And then as you go, you can take these out freely. You can reassign them freely. You just build the character. There are some of these 600 are exclusives. Some of these can only be used by specific classes. Some of them can't be used by humans at all. Some of them are used by the Pokemon that you capture. It has Pokemon in it. Don't worry about it. Get over yourself. And that's how you build. None of this binary 1-2 shit. None of that. And even though Troubleshooter is jank left, right, and center, right? This is what sets it apart. This is what sets the fucking thing apart. Couple that with the fact that you have actually interesting inventory. You actually have items with stats that help you grow a character. So your choice isn't, do I take the las rifle or do I take the plas rifle? Nah. This one does 5 damage, this one does 10 damage. I wonder which one I should pick. Maybe it's this one, huh? No, like, if you want to grab a sword for Albus, do you pick the one with more block chance because you've built him as a tank? Or do you pick the one with, like, additional damage because you're going for, like, bleed stacks? Do you want to go crit? Or do you want to build, like, any avoid of dodge so that you don't fucking die the first moment someone shoots at you? That's actual choices. Ah. That felt good. I needed to get that out of my system. Go to get some rest on Toronto. Sleep well. Sleep well. Hope you're well. I hope you recover soon. Rest up. All the best to you. The butterfly's going to my sister after all, so I ordered both versions of the kid. I wanna order. You know what this is, Igor? You know what this is? These things are almost a reason for me to, like, reopen the throne thing. Almost. Because then I'd put all of them on there and just go like, okay, and now we let, like, now we just put it there. Like, these are so cool. These are so cool. See, Blackbot, what did I miss? Oh, Craig, the annual XCOM is bad. Play Troubleshooter. The annual explanation of why XCOM is a bad game. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything. You've heard this talk like 10 times before. Every now and again, you need to get, like, you need to bathe the newbies in all of that elitism that they missed. Also, just in case this isn't fucking clear, if you really like XCOM, I'm glad for you. I'm glad you have a game you enjoy. You don't need deeper mechanics to have fun with a game. These are reasons why that ruin the game for me. These don't have to be reasons that ruin the game for you. Right? It leads back to what I talked about earlier. We all like puzzles. Like, inherently, evolutionarily, we all like puzzles. But the type of puzzles we like is different. I really fucking like character building. You don't have to. Some people really like Minesweeper. I fucking don't. Alright, so. Alright, everybody. Video games. You want to play some video games? I would really like to play some video games. I wasn't listening for a bit. Are we talking about Minesweeper? I was doing JavaScript. Yes, that is what we're doing. Alright, so, MonHun. I just started Dark Deity by accident, hold up. I've taken away some of the busy work. so we don't have to deal with it today. But there's still loads left to do. I have, however, sadly finalized our team. Our team's done. Our team is set. I found the last monster that I want to run. It is a technical attacker. And I think you will all be interested in the choice that we made here. Because it's none of the creatures we had found before. None of them. Not a single one of the ones we'd found before. Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone want to take a wild guess as to what technical attacker we added for the 4th slot of the team? Mind you, this team is only fixed until we can get rid of Ratha and then we have to build again, but... Or totally disgusted by it? No. It's pretty. The spooder, it's not the spider, no. It's not the spider. Oop. The technical pickle? There's a technical pickle? I didn't know there was a technical pickle. Go! What is the quest down here? Wait, what is the quest down here? Oh, raise Barioth ecosystem, yeah. We should do that. I need to still raise Tigrex and Barioth system. No idea what it sounds like fun. I mean, that is fun, yeah. That is fun. Oh.
I've got this.
Well, I guess I have to show you. So. Behold.
Let's go.
Found a Volcana. That's a shame, Toby. That's a real shame.
I've got this.
So obviously, mild problem the fact that this thing is resistant to, you know, ice attacks. The quest might be tell Whis they're bloody cool. That's a good quest. That's also correct. Is that from Rise? Velkana is from Iceborne. That is the Iceborne Elder.
Impressive. Looking good.
Big scary ice dragon. Not just big scary ice dragon, but also, God, we have nothing to do, huh? Like we're really just doing Frostveil and then nothing else. I don't even know where it's going. It might be going into my face, as far as I know. Oh no, it's going... It's going to miss is what it's going. Now we have ice. Dun 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 dun. Actually, let's go find a different target for this. Let's go hit claws and then we go into those.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Paralysis, pretty nice.
Now's our chance.
And then Zoe follow-ups are gonna hurt. If our weapon wasn't ice-based. Unfortunately, our weapon is ice-based. Realistically, we should switch to something else. Practically, I'm not going to. Icicle Storm. Wait, I'm still not super familiar with... Oh, Icicle Storm is the big one. So this is 240 skill power. The downside is it hits random enemies and then inflicts accuracy down, but if there's only one enemy there, this should hurt a lot. Looks like Silver Breath is about to hurt a lot. Yep.
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Thea. There it is. God, look at that. And that's resisted. That's resisted damage. Now, obviously, the problem, we've burned ourselves out a little bit, so let's go switch.
Counting on you.
And then we're done here. Let's go. Sleep coating is going to be funny, if nothing else.
Yeah, you okay?
Nope. Not happening. It did not go to sleep. Oh, look! You had weaknesses, and suddenly everything hurts a lot. Very cool. Please kill it.
Please.
Oh, never mind. One Toby. Good job, Thea. You're doing so well.
All right. That's it. You did it.
So you might realize we're bringing Thea all of a sudden.
Yeah. We did it.
Thea's alternate weapon is Hunting Horn. Thea's alternate weapon is Hunting Horn, and it turns out that's actually... Oh, Nami. A Namiel, you say? I'm not interested in hunting Nami right now. We're kind of sort of done with elders. The only elder that I still need is the third area elder. It hasn't popped up again. So we still need to do that. But other than that, we are pretty set. Let me show you where we are at with conservation. So, here's our habitats right now. I have realized something. I've realized something very, very stupid. This is our sacrosanctum. And once I get out of the way, you might realize that not only do we have a Namiel there, we also have a Dread Queen and a Narga there. That's because both Hana and Kensei are going to get replaced by, well, bigger Hanas and Kenseis from here. Why, you might ask? This area has attack stamina, exactly the 2 stats that I want. And while these are kind of shit, I have realized something fantastic. If we look at Siren, for example, you might find something really interesting, and that is that this isn't SAB anymore. When you send a Monstie on an excursion to a place, you get to pick which ones of these you keep. These are not a package deal. So I can go to... can I look at them right now? No, I can't. I can go to, like, Canalta, for example, and get the skill that says, hey, you have more... you have longer buffs on you, which I believe is hardiness. Well, no, this is like recover stamina after taking damage. I can take the recover stamina when taking damage from here. I can go to Conalta and take high morale, which means that your buffs last longer. And then I can come over here and take something from here. All that does is it costs me a couple of expedition tickets, and that's it. You can pick which one of these you want when you expedition, and I didn't know that. So, instead of looking at a biome now and going, man, I wish these buffs were better, fuck it. We can just pick which buffs we want. And it doesn't even have to be 1S, 1A, 1B. It can be anything. S is just harder to activate. Well, the S plus is just harder to activate. That's it. So, the plan is to do that with our mainline monsties. With our big damage dealers. We already have a Volcana here, so I need to put Volcana into different areas to like fetch the things from there, but in reality, all I'd ever want to pick up is maybe longer buffs. I don't really like most of these because they're impossibly difficult to activate in reasonable builds. And there's only really one ice base, and I don't want to pollute myself with water. I think getting 10% more damage bonus is worth more than this. But the baseline high morale is pretty nifty. The head-to-head focus on some of these is also really questionable. Because it just doesn't matter. Head-to-heads don't happen often enough. I think hardiness, high morale... Resonance is probably also really good, right? Increases kinship gauge at the start of battle. Just having some kinship gauge is probably cool. Riding kinship gauge for slightly faster. We don't do that often enough. Once losing a heart, revives him with newly paired buff points upon losing a heart. This might matter for Elder Dragons too. Slight reduces no type damage taken isn't... Actually, this also matters because that's most AoEs that we take, right? So what if we take EX Resilience... Resonance and high morale. What if those are the two that we take? That means whatever our party is, we have to put them into every biome. Except for Azuria. They have to be in like every biome in order to go expedition there. Can I do that? Can I go... Like there isn't a Namiel here, right? But can I send... No, I can't send the Nami here because there is no Nami anywhere here. So we'd have to take, like, I don't know, a Rococo Rocks or something and put creatures there. I'm pretty sure that's chill. Where did I put the berry off? There's Tigrex. We do need to finish up Tigrex and get the mutations for that. There's our Barioth in Howlin' Yell Forest. But what I want to do instead, what I want to do to start out with, is different. I would like to actually go do side quests. I want to do the other character side quests that we haven't done and hand all of this stuff in. I found that these side quests quite often don't matter. You do get really cool decos from them, and the decos you get do matter because they keep stacking. But not enough that I really want to like dive deep into them. So, where do we want to start? I reckon let's go start with Thea because we're already there. Oh. Let's go start with Thea because we're already there. We already have her with us. Let's see what she wants. One day in Gallia at base.
Captain! He's finally been spotted!
He? You can't mean... Is the eldest Gale Force Porker within our grasp?
Yeah, right on the Zenny. I was just about to go interview the eyewitness.
Oh no.
Can't believe this day's come.
We
I hope you're ready for
should go with
Poogie
her,
racing.
Highness. Oh, you're coming along? You sure? This is the last Gale Force Porker, is it not? There's no way we'd pass up the chance to see that mug in person. Isn't that right, Your Highness?
After all we've been through, I'm intrigued.
Oh, okay. You sound so glum. Is something wrong? Well, I wouldn't say wrong, really. It's just... it's about the person who spotted him. He's my dad. You know, it's sorta embarrassing to have my worlds collide is all. Well, now things are making sense. That's not a worry I'm unfamiliar with. Come to think of it, I've heard of your father. He manages the vineyards near Azuria Castle, yes? You're asking because you still intend to come with me, right? That's my plan. Is that a problem? To think the last Porker's been hiding out in Azuria. Talk about right under our noses, huh, Your Highness?
Yeah, what a surprise.
Yeah, there's nowhere
What
in
are we waiting for? Let's go have a chat with
Sacrosanctum
right
to
away.
run.
Why did I even bring it up?
So all of Thea's quests are about finding these like really fast racing Poogies and then racing them. We're about to go pig racing. You'll see. I'm just gonna hand these side quests in real quick while we are here. So that I can get them off my map. All of these are just like kind of incidentals. Oh. I found that I just kind of pick them up and then when we run across them we just randomly do them. I don't think I'm going for side quest percentage. Huh?
What to do?
Oh, it's you. Oh, that's the trade quest line, yeah. That's the trade quest line. This is going to be a lot of running back and forth. It took us this long to pick race. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't worry, soon. Parts, parts, parts. Oh, you just want materials. Okay, never mind. And then real quick to the north. Hey, F it. Awful. Awful. It sucked. We found your weird creature.
Thank you very much.
Oh god, there's like 3 more quests that I didn't take. Oh lord. Oh lord, oh lord, oh lord.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my! What do you want?
Hi.
Deliver the letter? Is it you? Oh, it's you. Okay.
Stop.
Alright, and then we've got 4 new quests. Great. Great. That's all I wanted.
Thanks.
A Kulu,
Leave this.
Bracky, and some insects.
Thank
Bisha and something else I didn't read. We'll run into it.
Thank you.
And small fry. Alright. What's this? Later. Let's go teleport. The vineyards, right? So we go up here. Does Thea get a second monster if she's stuck with a Toby? So I don't really know how the second monsters work. As we do side quests, their monsters like upgrade and increase in power. But I don't know how whether they get different monsters or not. Thea's gotten a second weapon. That's for sure. Whee, we get to show off with Volcana today. That's probably the most fun part. Hello. Don't worry, I'm just landing the personification of the Ice Age on your doorstep.
This isn't my Thea. I hardly recognized you. Have you gotten a little taller?
Seriously, Dad, give it a rest. It really hasn't been that long since I flew the coop.
That's the trouble. Since you left home,
I know,
day
Ferris,
feels
it
like
did
an
say that.
eternity.
I'm just waiting for
Can you
it.
Imagine the loneliness of an empty nest. Wait, hold on. I recognize her. Is that the princess?
Hi!
Wow, it's been a minute. I'm still so grateful for how you helped out when little Thea got lost.
You're too kind. I was just doing what we rangers do.
Speaking of which, she's been pulling her weight, I hope. Or at the very least, not weighing you down.
Yes, absolutely. She's a hard worker, through and through.
Good, glad to hear it. But imagine my surprise when Thea said she was joining the Rangers! Here I always thought she'd be the best grape stomper in Azuria.
More and more I understand why Thea was embarrassed to bring us here. Perhaps I should have listened.
What? There's nothing
Time and
embarrassing
again,
about this
I
man.
told
He's a
her,
proud
"Don't
father.
dream
What do
too
you
big,
mean?
Because they may not come true. But look at her now! Standing side by side with her hero.
Don't you dare
Which
claim that
reminds me,
this
Your
father is
Highness, We
embarrassing.
can't offer you much by way of hospitality, but I insist you stay the night.
Quit it, Dad!
Yeah,
First,
he looks too
don't
young,
let
right?
the captain sleep in our rundown shack. And second, stop treating this like a homecoming party.
Kazu,
Huh?
Cobalt, Kazu.
You mean it isn't?
No! I just need to pick your brain about the last Gale Force porker.
Spare a thought for your mama. She's out there harvesting ingredients to whip up something really tasty. You could at least stay for
Nothing doing. We are here to track down a Pookie, and that's it. So, tell us,
Stone
sir,
Cold.
where exactly did you spot the Gale Force porker?
Well, it was right around when Presto Piggy came home. The fence suddenly burst into pieces, and there he was.
That would be the eldest of the Gale Force porkers, Boss Hog?
The
Oh
one
my
and
god, his name
only.
is Boss Hog.
Came to bust out his 3 piggy brothers, I wager.
Then the question remains, where in Azuria is he now?
I've been asking myself the very same. I searched the woods and around the lake, but no luck.
Stay for dinner.
Woods nor at the lake. All right, you can leave Boss Hog to me. What is it?
Yeah, right, Crumble?
You're just kind of staring at me.
Leave
90% of the
Boss
time
Hog,
Thea
she
Hasler
says
knows.
With such confidence. Oh, my little girl is so grown up. Where does the time go?
Hey, enough with that kind of talk.
Your father's a good egg, Thea.
Sorry about this, Captain. He just never knows when to be quiet.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If anything, I'm a little envious.
Your Highness.
All right, come on. Let's
Yeah,
go look for
our
Boss Hog.
father is a
I'm
piece of
counting on that
shit.
intuition of yours.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Your Highness, I'm trusting you to take care of my little Thea out there.
Alright. So, where is it taking us? Oh, Lord. Yeah, of course. The battleground. That makes sense. It's the last big empty place. Which reminds me. Mystic showed me that there's a Poogie here. Somewhere. I might have... Oh. Ah, for Christ's sake, stop running off. Ah! Was it just here? There it is. The ones that are burying in the ground are a bit bullshit, if you ask me. A lot of bullshit.
Thea, look.
No, because what he's doing to us, F it. Nothing new.
That glorious
Caladwin! Hello.
unwavering gaze. He's not even trying to hide.
It's
Actually, he
Nonchalanto!
doesn't need to hide. We're
With a
bearing witness to the
boomerang!
eldest of the Gale Force Porkers, Boss Hog.
Such intensity. It's like no other Poogie we've encountered.
Captain,
Yeah, I'm not bothering with the
I'm
companion
Boss
outfits, though.
Hog. You did promise I could handle this one.
I don't care for them.
All right, Thea. A promise is a promise.
That's a bit dangerous, is it not?
She'll be fine. I believe in her.
Thank you, Captain.
Then let's get to it.
Right.
Can I do this before this starts? Because F its timing is fucking shit. No, I cannot. Fuck. Ah! There we go. Let's do this! Oink! Begin the race! Oh, Thea's... Oh, win Toby.
My whole life, Captain. I swear I'll win. So just watch me.
You bet. We'll be cheering you on from here.
Remember to stay sharp now.
Don't worry. I will. Wow. This really does take me back to my childhood. I just feel so at home. All right. Here I go.
Why am I hearing echoes? Here we go! Poogie racing! Oh god, this track. It's so fast! Fuck! This immediately went wrong. These are like speed down, right? If the best of timing? Okay. If you say that, boss, if you say that. We're so screwed. Oh, there he is, there he is. He's coming back into view. I don't know these caves. What do you mean that's a dead end? What do you mean you're just allowed to put dead ends there? You have to go through middle there. So right and then middle. Awful. Well. You can't even block them. Ah! I got it! Okay, this time we stayed on top. Not going left next time. This time we're staying on the right side. No, we have to... Fuck. Fuck. I lost it. Oh, I lost it. We can take this one still. And then we lose that one. Fuck. That's okay. Ah! If you're wondering, by the way, this does control like shit. This does absolutely control awfully. There we go. That book is fucking hauling, it really is. Oh!
Thea won! She really won!
Great job, Thea.
Thank you so much.
If she doesn't get a Poogie as a new monster, I'm gonna be mad.
Fun, Boss Hog.
Even after all that, he doesn't exactly seem friendly.
Boss Hog is one prideful Pookie, that much is true. But if you look close, you'll see he's got room in that boss heart of his. Captain, Rudy, do you mind if we go back to tell my dad how I did?
Sounds good to
Can we
me.
ride a Pookie?
Either
Probably
way.
not. I don't know. I don't know what the upgrade for her is. We'll see. We'll see. Very fast squirrel.
Hey, Dad, has Boss Hog come back yet?
Yep, popped right out of the ground. He's sleeping in the shed now. But boy howdy, filling in this hole he left isn't gonna be fun.
You know, you'll never guess who caught him. Me!
Well, I'll be! Do you really mean that?
She really does. If only you could have seen the race she ran.
I can count the number of Azurian riders so in sync with their monstie on one hand.
I see. You really have grown into your role, haven't you?
For someone who just received very good news, you're looking pretty glum. Go on, praise your daughter a little more.
It's just, up until recently, she'd chase after me saying, "Papa, Papa!" Now look at her, a full-fledged ranger. Kids grow up so fast. To be honest, I was sort of thinking that I wouldn't mind if you took just a little bit more time growing up.
Truly
God,
the selfish wish of a
isn't that
lonely
true?
father. Welcome back, Thea. And thank you, Your Highness, for looking after our daughter. I hope my husband's foolishness hasn't caused too much trouble. He's been having a hard time letting go of our Thea, and it shows.
Aren't you worried about her too?
It's possible to let someone go and still worry about them at the same time, my dear.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that
Now she's
either.
trying to make her own way in life, believing in her, quietly watching over her. Is that not a parent's duty?
Mom.
No matter where you are, we're always cheering you on, Thea. All we want is for you to chase your dreams with everything you've got.
All right, Mom. I'll keep giving it my very best.
Thea, your dad's turning over a new leaf. No more mumbling and grumbling. Just cheering you on with your mom. Just don't get hurt out there, you hear me? And, make sure you keep warm when you go to bed. And boil river water before you drink it. and...
Jeez, Dad, you worry too much.
Goodness me. Looks like parents can't help but worry, no matter how old their kids get. If you're not careful, Your Highness, Thea might come to find you overbearing too.
Me? But when have I ever been overbearing?
You do remember that searching for the Gale Force Porkers was Thea's job, yes? And of the 4, you captured 3 of them. Get it?
Well, yeah, but that's just because I was worried about her. Oh.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Your Highness. If you really care, you've got to be sure to let Thea stand on her own sometimes.
You're right.
Crebo,
As for
yeah.
you, Thea. Now it's simply a matter of putting in the daily effort that will turn you into a ranger of renown.
Rudy, you've got it. I'll keep on working real hard.
There we go. I wonder whether this is chapter 5 for everyone. Gnocchi joined. She gets a Ghost Harag? And it's named Gnocchi? I have thoughts about that one. What the fuck? And that's the complete. What the fuck? Why does she get a Ghost Rock? You're cooking gnocchi right now? Hell yes. Oh my god, look at it. It's so big. Draconic, this is a dragon Ghost Harag. Demonic Ice Spin, Draconic Flurry, Frosty Furrow, Dragon Fist. Ice attack, dragon attack up. God damn. Holy shit. Why red for who we're bringing right now? That's not a good choice. That's a notification dot, not a you picked this character dot. I guess. She gets the fucking ogre who gave the child a knife. Alright, Ogden, you're next. Oh, we still have 2 left to do on Ogden. We still have 2 left.
Hey, Ogden. Any updates on the letter front recently?
Wow! Sharp as a sword, ain't you? As a matter of fact, we just got a new delivery today.
This is about finding out who's sending all the mysterious monster notes. The sender's identity.
Have you opened it? And can I take a look?
So this one's all about a monster in the Tark 1 wastes.
Whoever wrote the notes made it all the way to the wastes? Exactly how far have they gone?
A Legiana in the
Obviously,
desert.
they're an adept adventurer. That wouldn't be an easy path to travel. Not even for the Ranger Elite. Who is this person?
That's what I want to know. What are they
Mr.
after?
Fluffles or
No matter
something?
how
No,
much
that's the last
progress
quest.
we make, we can't seem to get them to actually talk to us.
It is pretty
Mr.
odd.
Big Hug.
All they've done is wing a few nuggets of wisdom our way.
Oh god, yeah,
Not
Alfred.
interested in what we've done with it. These are meticulous notes they've got going on. You'd think they'd want to know if we followed up on their findings.
Maybe they're getting something out of our exotic monster investigations without having to check the Monsterpedia somehow?
But would that even be possible?
I suppose I can think of one way. What if they're watching our encounters with the exotic monsters firsthand?
If they've been watching us the whole time, then do you think the sender is somewhere close by?
I haven't seen any suspicious characters around here, have you?
Look, I never said the sender was anyone suspicious, just that they've been keeping an eye on us.
So the person watching us
Ferris!
is mysterious, but maybe not suspicious. My head hurts.
Ruin a Nergigante named Mr.
Don't
Porky
have to drink
Poogie.
too much. We're working off the idea the sender has business with me, so the suspect
Oh yeah,
pool is only
wasn't
so big.
Nergi supposed to be in
First,
this?
we'll tackle this exotic monster
I
investigation.
thought Nergi was
then
in
we
this,
can take our time sussing out just who
but I
done
guess
it.
not.
Naturally, we'll be with you every step of the way.
Nergi was in
Both the
2,
exotic
right?
monster and the sender are mysteries that need solving.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I say we hit the ground running. I'll let you call it, Princess. Where should we head?
When in doubt, refer to the notes. Let's take a look.
Alright, so, in the desert, along aerial routes near Rococo Rocks, makes its home within the rock formations, navigating the trickiest of crags with ease.
Take this down.
Let's do that. I have no idea where exactly this area is a mystery. Let's see. We'll get some airtime first and then... There is that entire canyon thing to the south, right? It's not exactly where it is. But it's close by. Let's see. No, it's here. Oh. Fit.
Here we go. I think we should be able to see the monster we're after from here.
What's it say again? Atop the forked rock formation. Well, we've got the right view. Hard to believe a flying wyvern would ever want to nest somewhere so bad for flying, but I suppose every group has its eccentrics.
Why would it be hard for flying
My
here?
eyes open, but I haven't seen anyone suspicious yet. Hey,
I have no idea, but it's
really
playing
is
in my
you,
head now.
Captain?
Ithia?
What are y'all doing out here?
Just a monster investigation.
How about you, Thea? Why are you here?
I'm on a poogie chase, of course.
A poogie chase? Here?
I don't know, I thought I might find a new type of poogie that was native to the region.
That's fair. Were you successful?
Not so far, at least. I climbed up the crystallized dragon to try to get a better look at the area, and that's when I spotted you guys.
On that note, did you happen to see an unusual flying wyvern around here?
A flying wyvern? Can't say I have.
Thanks all the same.
They all do, Effort. They all
I don't
do.
want to overstay my welcome, so I'll meet y'all back at camp.
No, someone
Sounds
always
good.
pops up in Ogden's
Get back
quests.
safely.
I remember the first one, Cora popped up and then we told her to fuck off. Which was very rude.
So, Ogden, when do you expect the exotic monster might show itself?
Well, I can't tell you that. We're up against the natural world here. Might be a good time to remind ourselves that patience is a virtue.
If the monster never appears, neither will our benefactor. I guess all we can do is wait and watch, no matter how mind-numbing it is.
The only movement we've actually seen turned out to be Thea. Wait, hold on. Cora showed up during our first investigation. Then in the second, it was Gall. And now this time, Thea. Ogden, when you implied that the sender wasn't necessarily suspicious, did you think...
Yeah, from the
It was the
start.
team?
I mean, packages keep showing up in places we visited since crossing the Meridian, right? How many people would even be able to deliver them? Not a whole lot, I'll tell you.
You're saying our secret sender has been among the Rangers this entire time?
They pushed their luck and got caught. I might not have pegged them for it with just one letter, but 3? Come on, I wasn't born yesterday. You got it too, right?
Eleanor?
Yeah, knew the whole time.
In that case... It may sound obvious in retrospect, but our most likely suspects are the Rangers we ran into at the investigation sites. They all acted like they were chance encounters. But
Maybe
is
it was
possible
everyone?
one of them was there to see how we did against their respective exotic monster?
What if it's not just one of them? What if every ranger we've met out here is in cahoots?
What if it's the lizard people?
All in on it? Any thoughts, Ogden?
Feels like a bit of a stretch, don't you think? They've all got jobs to do. Even if they had a good reason to do all this, when would they have the time?
You've got me there. Putting the conspiracy angle aside, it has to be one of those 3 Rangers.
True, they're too busy. Good point. I don't think it's any of those 3.
Oh. I'm liking your energy here, but we'll have to mark this conversation to be continued. Look who swung by.
Okay, so what's so peculiar about this Legiano outside of the fact that it lives in the desert? It's really fast?
Looks to me like it's flying a survey route over its territory.
Hi, come here and fight me.
I don't see it landing anytime soon.
It's
Fireball?
all coming down, then maybe we should call it a day.
Excuse you?
Huh?
If it ain't coming down, then it's up to us to bring it down.
And how do we do that?
Aim a monster's breath attack at it.
Fireball.
That means you, if you don't mind.
I'm on it.
Alright, turret section incoming! You said fireball? I did say fireball. Like, you really want me to just shoot the fucking thing, huh? Oh, this isn't happening. Oh. Oh, Lord, no. Do we have a non-shit teleport point for this? Yes, we do. We can kind of hold here for a little bit. And now we wait. We can't get that far. We can get to this one. No, we're just chasing it, which we're never winning. Let's head back. Alright, it's coming. What do you mean? That was right on point! Fuck you! Oh, that was rude. We had it right there. How cruel and unusual. This one doesn't go that high, huh? 90% chance to hit. Okay, now we're waiting for it again. I'm just gonna go this way. Oh, that's nowhere near close enough. Fuck. I hate this creature. With all my heart. Oh, come the fuck on. Ah! Soccer! Death.
We've got this, everyone.
God damn.
Easy peasy.
This monster.
Knocking it down once isn't enough. If only we could stop it from flying. Easy peasy, all we gotta do is smash both of them impressive wings at God. Why though? Let's focus on the wings. I still don't know why we're killing the things that, like, we get in these. What's the point? What have they done to us? Fuck all is the answer. Let's go get lead coating, I suppose. One day you'll be forced to play a MonHun FPS, and that is today, apparently. Third person, but anyway.
We'll do it.
Oh, freezing burst is bad for us. Really, really bad. Gets Octon in one, wow. Gets rolled in one, you say, huh? Out of all of the hunters, I'm probably most excited for Ogden to get a different Monstie, because Chirpy is okay, but it wastes so much time with debilitating Lilt that it's honestly quite annoying. Gotcha. One wing down. Which is kind of why I've started switching to Thea, right? Like, we got Horn buffs as well. This is non-clashable, so we don't really need to worry about anything. Let's go Venom Queen, get the wing. God, Ice Drill for 355. Or double texting you. That's because double attacks don't work the way that they used to. It doesn't matter. Like, head-to-heads in this one are weird. It's not like MonHun Stories 2.
How about this?
Let's back up. Ooh.
Thank you.
Kind of crazy how much damage this thing does compared to what it should be doing.
Let's do this.
We finally brought it back to Earth. Now's our chance. Hit it with all we've got. We've been doing that already. Like, here's the problem about double attacks. First of all, only when this happens, you see this yellow line? Only now can we do a head-to-head. Only now can we even attempt a head-to-head. You will find that these don't happen all that often. Then our monster needs to use the same type that we are, and we need to not use a skill. We need to not use a skill. So if I say, hey,
Counting on you.
I'm gonna hit that, and then we go here, there's our double attack.
All right.
But those conditions aren't interesting. We want to use skills. Head-to-heads are super fucking whack this time around. There's a lot of restrictions. You might have seen that in MonHun Stories 2, the gameplay oftentimes boils down to what does the monster do when it's normal and what does it do when it's enraged. And then you just do that 5, 10, 20 times in a row and then the fight is over. That doesn't happen anymore. That just does not happen anymore. Which makes the combat more interesting, in my opinion, but it also means that it's a very different flow from what you might be used to.
Classic.
Nice.
Now's your chance.
Oh my god, it's down again. Never mind, poor creature. Guided spike missile. Even the average head-to-head is more of a head-to-shoulder. Now there's a lot more AoEs, there's a lot more non-clashing attacks, like a lot more non-clashing attacks. Those used to be the exception in Stories 2. Here they're absolutely the norm. It has a couple of like ripple effects. We need to worry about buffs and debuffs a lot more because we're guaranteed to take a lot more damage than we otherwise would be. We need to be healing.
Finally decided to show up.
Are you hurt, Your Highness?
No, I'm fine.
We need to worry about our cursor being stuck in the middle of a screen all the time.
Investigation's done and dusted. What do you say we start tracking down our next target?
We have another target?
Oh, I get it. You mean our letter sender?
Hold on. Does that mean you figured out who it is, Ogden?
At the very least, I've got a hypothesis worth testing. Want to come along and see how it goes?
Sure, but where are we headed?
The Galliad base.
The base?
We can get into all the nitty-gritty later. Let's hit the road.
Okay, so who are we accusing? Who are we throwing out the airlock? Now I'm worried.
Can you finally tell us?
What if it was Ratha?
You're gonna see for yourself soon enough. Oh, speak of the devil.
Just look at you two.
What if it was
Why'd
Manny?
you call me out here? It's gonna take long.
It was Manny the entire time.
Short version is, a while back, I started getting letters from some unknown sender. Now, we're trying to track him down to figure out why.
Letters from a stranger, huh? There's some weird folks out there. What did they write in them?
Mostly death threats.
Thing. The letters were all notes on monster ecology. Pages full up with info about monsters I'd never seen.
Monsters you'd never seen? Guess some fanatic wrote down his fantasies and sent them your way.
We did our due diligence. Every single monster in those notes really does exist.
Did exist. We killed them.
Before we left Azuria, which seemed innocent enough. Thing is, even after we hit the road, letters kept finding me.
Okay, I think I see where this is going. You want help tracking down the senders, so you came to the expert.
You're just gonna keep feigning ignorance to the end, huh? Fine. Then I'll cut straight to the chase. The mystery man who sent those letters, this note writer with a nose for knowledge, was none other than you, Gull!
He wasn't. Jacuz!
Huh? Why would I ever do something as creepy as mailing you a bunch of anonymous letters?
My reasoning is twofold. First on the docket, the monster notes.
What about them?
One simple fact. An Azorian who's never crossed the Meridian couldn't write about monsters living beyond it, now could they? Which tells us these were penned by someone outside the kingdom. Say, your pal Murray's real chummy with the Me-Links Emporium, isn't he?
Why am I involved here?
Why is he involved
Their
here?
extensive global network to get your hands on notes hailing from other lands. Am I right?
I was wondering where you were going with that. Even if that were true, why would I go to all that trouble just to mess with you?
Oh, you and I both know the why. In fact, the why makes up the second prong of my hypothesis.
Wonderful.
Gull, the fact is, you still don't trust me. You think I'm still the man I was when you were a boy, that I'll abandon my ranger duties and run off on another aimless adventure. Same reason you objected to me enlisting in the first place. So you baited your hook with some juicy monster facts and wanted to see if old Ogden would bite. Is that it?
Seriously? You can't still be holding on to what happened way back then, can you?
How could I forget? I would have been in deep Devil Joe doo-doo if I didn't make it in, and you were the one saying no.
Let me set the record straight. I didn't object to you joining the Rangers from lack of trust. I trusted you then, and I trust you now.
Easy enough to say now that I've got you on the ropes.
I objected because Coretta asked me to.
Coretta? Who's Coretta?
That's my line.
Old lady.
She was, a long time ago.
At the time, she was mourning her son, one of the greatest Rangers we've ever known. You can only imagine the loss she felt.
Oh, Lucas's
Here's
mother.
her husband, trying so hard to get into that very same crew, he appealed to His Majesty directly. His poor wife was so appalled, she up and walked out on him.
Then, you mean it, Gall? You never doubted me.
There's no one more suited to the Rangers than you, old-timer.
Just a minute now. If my motive's all wrong, are you saying you ain't the one who penned those notes?
Ogden, you may be focusing on the wrong thing here.
If nothing else, I'm glad you realize that I'm not your culprit. Now are we done? I've got plants that need watering.
The fucking plants. Objection!
Well, Ogden, after all that, we still don't know who our sender is. But hey, look at the bright side. Now you know that Gall really does have faith in you. It's been a big day. What do you say we get some rest?
Ah, so it wasn't Gall.
I am fully on board with this story ending without us ever finding out who the fuck it was. Defense Ditty is Defense Ditty Amp. Cool. Meteor Hammer's Meteor Hammer Amp at Pitfall Trap Recipe. Good. We need to carry Pitfall Traps with us, honestly. I think we're just gonna do these back to back. So 4 is the finale then. On 4 we unlock a different Monstie and then we do things. What's it gonna be, Ogden? What's it gonna be?
Another letter from our secret admirer? You were so confident it was Gall, but it turned out we were barking up the wrong tree. Any
We?
chance you've come up with a new suspect?
Now that Gall's been ruled out, I haven't the foggiest. Do they have a goal, or are they just a shy, generous soul sharing their genius?
The truth
What's written in the new
unfolds.
letter anyway? Anything interesting?
Oh, good question. I haven't given it a proper read just yet. Gather round, we'll check it out.
How about that?
Nemo Schnarf!
Thinks it's home in the glacial caps. I will say, our note writer is an incredible researcher. No
I'm
matter where
mad.
we go, they've already checked it out and written a report.
No matter where we go, huh? No.
Until I attempted to frighten it. How would we frighten it?
Did you figure something out, Ogden?
Nah, just
Roar at
thinking
it?
out loud, you know?
Probably roared it.
What do you say we go check out that monster, huh? I just gotta see where it rests his little monster head.
Aw.
Sure, sounds
It's
good.
your little monster head. Aw. It's weird that you do not carry traps on you at all times as a Monster Hunter veteran. Because until now we couldn't make them.
So why won't he just tell us?
Until now we couldn't make them. We should go make things. Recipe-wise. Let's go do that. Curious spattering of round patches, and then I foolishly attempted to frighten it, but it whipped up a cloud of dust and snapped at me. So I don't know what that means. Because I don't know how we would frighten a monster outside of roaring at it. But we can try that. Great success! We have great successes now. We can make multiple items. Let's go make some life powder, first and foremost. And we only made 20, great. Then... Pitfall traps! 20 should be, we don't have trap tools, but we need, we can probably just buy those. Shock traps. I've really not liked shock traps, and trank traps have been really ineffective. We have flash bombs, we need paintballs. We're super out of paintballs. Ah, there, great success. So we made 36. We made 16 extra combinations. Great. Demon drugs. Drug of demons. Mega demon drug. Drug of mega demons. And then we're out of Mandragora as always, as is tradition. Grape juice. We don't have any more. What is it one? Oh, it's got the, like, half-down recipe for it. That's okay. I don't know why that's got a question mark next to it. Or an exclamation mark, rather. That's not a question mark. What the fuck? We don't need immunizers. Nullberry. Good enough. We don't really have the thing that I'm interested in. The null status. Can we acquire that? The Mealings Emporium is not here. The Mealings Emporium is over here. Items! We don't care about any of this. We don't need training talismans right now. There's the trap tools by themselves. Let's get like 13. Go back to 30. Throwing knives, barrel bombs. Don't need any of that. We have enough kata keys. We have all of this. Circuit gems doesn't matter. We can just get these instead of making them. That's great. This is all of the defense ups. That's not what I'm looking for. These are the powders I'm looking for. So we want... Let's bring 5 of each. That way we should stay relatively chill against whatever debuff we're running into. Awakening powder. And then cleansing powder. Unfermented wine? Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. What? Did I just see mega potions? Mega rations? No, that's not what I saw. We can just... Oh, we can just buy this. We don't have to make any of this. Vigor powder. No, did I... It's not what I thought I saw. Buy all of this. And then, I mean, we can just buy these and be done with it, but... Scrap the talismans too. Just have it empty. Alright, emptied out. What's the second item? Yeah, I didn't, I thought I saw an ancient potion, but clearly not. And hello, Firthin! Good morning. Alright, Volcano in its local environment. Whee! No, I did say Mega Potion first, and you were absolutely... My god, we got stuck on everything. You were absolutely right. I did say Mega Potion. Oh, the barrel that comes up there. That was what that noise is. Nope. Didn't make it. And then all the way up here. My god. Something that... Wait, there's a Poogie nearby? Oh. There was a Poogie nearby. Who would have thought? We have the Poogie radar now, so... Finding these should be a lot easier. And then there's a Nibelschnarf here. Somewhere here.
It's supposed to be the monster's habitat. Crystallization really did a number on this place.
It's hard to wrap my head around even seeing it in person. If our enigmatic scholar was here when this hit, we may be chasing a ghost.
Even if their journey ended here, Making it this close to the Sacrosanctum is no mean feat. They can hold their head high.
Crystallization event right near the Sacrosanctum. It's gotta be...
Ogden? Care to share?
Oh, you know us old folks always talking to ourselves. Anyway, where's this monster we're after?
The notes say the monster lives underground. So, how are we supposed to lure it out?
It comes out from the underground to capture its prey, right? And it's a pretty safe bet it doesn't rely on its eyesight to hunt.
Uh-huh.
Would make sense. If it's not using its eyes, then how does it monitor activity on the surface? If we figure that out, we can flesh out our monster. Time to experiment.
Sound? The note said something about frightening. Which means I'm gonna stand in here. That's... yeah. Right there. Right there. Just press the roar button. Nebelschnarf!
I knew it. The monster's using sound to monitor activity on the surface.
That right there is a nibblesnarf. Most of the time you're gonna find these guys in deserts. But if this one here prefers the cold, it must be a real weirdo.
Well, now we know we can draw it out with loud noises at least. If we use that to our advantage, we'll be able to make contact.
How right you are! Those areas without much snow seem to be its preferred hunting spots. Keep your eyes wide open and see if you can figure out how it moves.
Got it.
And then roar at the right time. Should be easy to poog up on their presence. Hey, Freb. We can observe the Nebelsnarf from that overlook. Great place to get an eyeful of its movements. Ice Gobble? Well, Nebelsnarfs are normally desert dwelling. They're not really. That. The next up is this one. And then it's this one.
I've got this.
Take it easy now.
Just run into it. What could go wrong? Just run into it. What could go wrong? Let's go hit it with, like, the good stuff. Icicle Storm off the get-go might be a bit much. Let's go defense down first. Donk. Donk. It's resisting the ice. This is helpful. I hate it, but this is helpful.
Counting on you.
Thank you.
Alright, what you got? You're weak to paralysis. You're very resistant to ice. Not even a little bit. You're just hyper resistant to it. Okay, in that case, how do you feel about fire?
Counting on you.
It's a bit of a shame that we don't really get to use sword here, but let it be that way. That worked.
Yeah.
That helps.
Ow! The stamina region's nice, not gonna lie. We can break that by ourselves, all of it? Okay, cool. Well, in that case, Venom Queen the entire body. And then we switch over to that next round. Chained Blast. Never mind, staggered. We don't really have to deal with the Sand Blast then. Good hits, good hits.
Counting on you.
Thank you.
Good one.
Watch out!
No, don't! We don't have a clue which one's the real monster. What's not, milady? The only choice you got now is to buckle out and stay on the offense. That's what we'll do. Is that what we'll do? What if I throw a sonic bomb at it? That didn't work. Oh Oh, we hit it! Oh, never fucking mind! Hell yeah! Kick it while it's down!
How about this?
Bully it for not actually being rideable.
Good one.
Focus your attacks before it camouflages itself again.
Down.
Okay, so that means... You know what? Let's go Searing Blade. And then Zoe... Oh, that's the AoE, huh? I didn't bring the single target. No.
You're on a roll.
Bugs mentioned. Oh, burn applied as well. There's the little turn waste. Good dodge.
Watch out!
Goodbye, the Nebelschnarf. Okay, so where's Hannah going? Nobody knows where Hannah's going. Hannah's going somewhere. What's the worst that can happen? We could miss it? I hit it, never mind. Snap.
All right, keep it up.
So it was the middle one. Do we by any chance? No, we don't. Obviously not.
Ready?
Well, fine. Time to die, I guess. But time to die really hard.
Come on,
Get him!
lady!
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's a very different outcome than last. The giant umbrella!
Out of the back pocket!
You did it!
The giant umbrella, dude.
Oh, that's
Love it.
teamwork.
And kill. Easy.
Impressive stuff, milady.
Thanks.
Huh? What is that? There's something on the ground there.
The ground?
Do you think our mysterious researcher dropped this? It's a little bit crystallized, but it's nice.
You, mind if I take a quick look at it? Yeah, that's what I figured, all right.
Sorry, what's going on?
I've got it. I know for sure who wrote all these notes.
You do? Who is it? They're gonna be your next stop, right?
The
Can you
dead.
believe it, Your Highness?
Would it be okay if Rudy and I tagged along, Ogden?
Well, heck, you've both kept me company this far. Only makes sense that you'd see things through to the end.
I still have no idea.
Then where are we headed?
Nowhere fancy. The vineyard near Azuria Castle.
Back
What?
to Azuria? And why a vineyard? What's the story, Ogden?
It'll all make sense once we get there. Now, let's get a move on, shall we?
It was Thea's dad the entire time.
All right, Ogden, tell me. Who wrote those notes?
Oh, looks like they're right on time.
It wasn't Thea's dad.
And who might this be?
Howdy there, Coretta. Sure been a while.
Oh my god!
Out of nowhere without so much as a word, and all you have to say is "been a while, you old coot."
Allow me to introduce you, Princess. This here's Coretta. She's my, well, my strange better half.
Thanks for looking after my harebrained hubby. I know it's a full-time job.
Pleasure to meet you, but Ogden's a huge help, really. By the way, Cora, what are you doing here?
No matter how busy Cora gets, she never fails to come check up on me. Now tell me, could anyone ask for a better daughter-in-law?
Cut it out, Coretta. You'll make me blush. Your turn, Ogden. I assume you're here for a reason?
Yep, and I reckon you know why, too. Those letters. You sent them my way, didn't you, Coretta?
Ugh. I was wondering if you'd ever figure it out. So, what did you think?
What do I think? I think the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Brings a tear to my eye. My boy really
fuck, it was
a
Lucas.
fine ranger, wasn't he?
Your boy? I think if he got his rangering skill from anyone, it was
Wait,
his
how did he
lovely,
get into
long-suffering mother.
All right, time out. Can someone explain to me what in the world
How did he
is
get
going
past the
on?
meridian?
Let me get you up to speed. That researcher who wrote up all those monster notes? Turns out it was my boy Lucas all along.
Captain Lucas?
The pendant Rudy found at the glacial caps clinched it. I'd recognize that little trinket anywhere. I gave it to him after all. And that would mean the one who brought me the notes in the first place was you, right, Cora?
Yep, guilty as charged. I'll tell you, getting you those letters without getting caught was a real pain.
We had a feeling a ranger might have been involved somehow. But why did Coretta want to send Ogden those notes in the first place?
I think I can answer this one. I imagine she wanted us to see what Lucas got up to in the outside world. Is that about right?
It was a roundabout way of doing things, but I felt like it'd be more effective than just asking you to go on a tour. When Lucas finally came home, he was too sick to talk. The only clues about his travels were in the notes he brought back.
How did he get past the
While you were
meridian?
adventuring, did you figure out where Lucas went after he left Azuria and what he got up to?
Looking at his notes, it sure seems like my boy had a destination in mind. Any idea where he was headed, milady?
The Sacrosanctum.
Azuria to the Canalta Timberland, to the Tarquan Wastes and Glacial Caps. He took the same route we did, which would mean he was headed for the Sacrosanctum.
Yep, no clue why, but Lucas was heading there all on his lonesome. Just before he made it, though, he came down with crystallises.
Reminds me of something Lady Amara once told me. She thought the Sacrosanctum may offer some kind of clue to purging the encroachment.
Captain Lucas must
You
have been
bring
after
this
the
up
Church of
now?
Crystallization. That's why he set out for the Sacrosanctum on his own.
Maybe, maybe not. He's not around to clear things up for us anymore, so I guess we'll never know. But if that is what he was doing, then our Lucas was a ranger like no other.
Mm-hmm. Our pride and joy.
Yeah.
So Lucas was the writer behind the notes, and Cora was our mystery mailer. I'd say that's case closed, wouldn't you?
Feel like I should apologize for getting y'all mixed up in my personal business.
I had a ton of fun on our exotic monster hunts. Learned a lot, too. At the end of the day, isn't that why you brought me along?
I guess it is important for old folks to pass their knowledge down. Think you gave me a taste of what it'd be like if Lucas was still here.
And beyond that, Your Highness, you helped us to understand the kind of ranger Lucas was. Showed us just how much of the world he saw.
I was lucky to have him as a role model. Say, wouldn't this be a great opportunity for you and Ogden to make up?
Did you hit your head or something, Your Highness? Come on now. I'd never get a moment's rest with a nut like him living under my roof.
You heard her, milady. We each got our own life to live, and that works just fine for us.
Still, maybe this little misadventure is proof that letter writing is more our speed. Whole lot harder to fight on the page, isn't it?
It's not.
Suppose I wouldn't mind that. Especially if you actually sign them this time.
I can handle the delivery. You wouldn't mind getting your love letters in front of all the rangers, right?
Come on! You wouldn't embarrass me like that, would you?
How do we put up with all this?
There's nothing quite like family, is there?
This one might be a little too rambunctious for my tastes. But you do have a point, and there's no one I'm prouder to call my family than you, Your Highness.
And that's Ogden clear. Plessy! Plessy the Green Plessioth. That's... meh? Meh? A lot of meh? I don't know. I don't really care about Plesioth all that much. And I don't know how much of an upgrade that is from Pookie. Probably not much of one. Let's go have a look. No? Icebind. Ooh, inhibiting breath, noxious spit. No, this isn't... This ain't it. No, this really ain't it. I think we're still on Thea and I want to see Gnocchi in action. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. I'm tempted. So one thing that I really want to do, and I think I might actually pivot to that is, it's been really bugging me that we don't know what the boss looks like. If it's anything like 2, we'll only learn what it actually looks like in the final encounter, but man, do I want to know. It's on the forefront of my mind, just going like, what is the actual, like, what's the actual ancient thing? I need to know. Oh, we have all those parts, that's easy. Please be not correct. Not super happy about that switch. Maybe we just... What even is our current main quest? There's so much side stuff still. So much of it. We're heading back to Azuria. That's the last thing we said, right? Mendon! It's a duck? Wait, what?
Are you ready?
Here it is. The Vermeil peace talks are troubling. Even so, we must take the proper preparations for whatever comes. How are the preparations coming along? Let's do this. In that case, we should get put together a plan for the peace talks. Should we? Must we? Do we gotta?
Pardon the
Break!
intrusion.
You are the best duckling.
Matter to address.
What's going on?
Your Highness, Lady Eleanor, your presence is requested at the peace talks.
Us?
Huh?
As this is a direct request from the mediator, His Highness insists that you oblige.
And the mediator is Simon!
Of course I will.
As will I.
Then I suggest the two of you make preparations. The talks are to be held near the border.
Understood. We'll be ready. I'm sure we have Anna to thank for this.
Without question. We really are lucky that she's involved here.
Oh, we're not going to. That's the problem, Theo.
A little too late. Get ready, everyone. We're heading out.
Right!
Like, I still have major issues with how the story is, like, framing all of this, because I think it makes zero sense for any of the involved parties, not just logically, but in character for all of the actors. But... we're just gonna have to live with it, I suppose. Oh, look at her! There's the ghost. This is too much fluff for one small Thea. Just too much. Cool peace talks. Everyone's armed and armored.
This talk has but one purpose. Your kingdoms stand on the brink of war. We
Oh,
are
it's
tasked
Anna.
with ascertaining a path to peace. At the root of this conflict is the disastrous effect of crystallization upon the land. We must find a way to overcome this crisis, and do so together.
We have attempted these same talks several times over the past decade. Each time we have approached Azuria with our heads bowed and a plea on our lips. Even so, no matter our deference nor desperation, our neighbors have not once offered us aid.
Cease this mockery! You ignore the Covenant and bring war to our very gates!
I now call on those who have learned the history of the Covenant. Please, come forward.
What's up? And I still hold the Covenant's completely irrelevant.
I admit, we broke the Covenant, and we crossed the Meridian.
They told us
The
to.
land beyond was supposed to be forbidden ground, abandoned. But that couldn't be further from the truth. We quickly found a village, populated by those who labeled riders like us transgressors.
Transgressors?
Yes.
Such a distasteful name. What offense have we committed to be branded so?
We had
None.
exactly the same reaction. We'd certainly never heard such a tale here in Azuria.
The answer to your question lies 200 years in the past. The prosperity of the age was not brought about by mankind alone. There was a monster that played sentinel to the surrounding environment. It was the elder dragon, Ancient. Ancient consumed or repelled.
It is a
any
giant
and
sky
all
whale.
hostile
Fuck
invaders,
yeah.
maintaining the ecosystem's careful balance and allowing the sacrosanctum to thrive and prosper. Until a war broke out that would ultimately divide a single nation into Azuria and Vermeil.
2 centuries ago, our ancestors committed a grave sin. As their civil war raged on, they used a technique known as battle binding to turn monsties into weapons. However, the battle-bound monsters were compelled to fight not against humans, but against Ancient.
How absurd.
And so it
As our
fucked them
people
up.
fought, Ancient appeared, identifying the battle-bound as enemies, and began to eliminate them in droves. It was then that our ancestors dispatched twin battle-bound Rathalos to face down and fell the Elder Dragon. But this led to the crystallization and destruction of the Sacrosanctum. The Wyverians then forged the Covenant to expel us from our mistreated home and keep us on the other side of the Meridian.
So the moral here is that acts of man ruined the kingdom. That we transgressed, it makes no difference. Vermeil will not lay down and die. Not for mistakes made 2 centuries past.
Fair.
The story doesn't end there. We've learned that Ancient is the cause of the encroachment. Our actions corrupted our protector into a threat. And even now, it lives.
Not our
This
actions.
is the work of an elder dragon.
Are you sure you're of sound mind? This is quite unheard of.
Do you have proof to back your claim?
I can vouch for all you've heard. Every part aligns with the Scrivener's findings.
This...
By the by, if you have any thoughts as to how to handle this Elder Dragon, I would be eager to hear them.
We've noticed a correlation between Ancient's consumption of battle-bound or feral monsters and the crystallization phenomenon. Once we restore balance to its natural habitat and get everything back to the way it once was, Ancient should return to normal.
Is this some kind of joke? You say you can restore its habitat.
Yes.
On what grounds?
We, as Rangers, have led environmental restoration efforts before. It's not an immediate change, but with enough time...
And you expect us to wait? We return to Vermeil, and tell those who are homeless and starving to simply wait.
Would return
No,
to the
no one says
Sacrosanctum
this.
offer them anything more?
This has made one thing very clear. Talking won't get us anywhere.
Oh my god, I hate this. I hate every single bit of this.
Your Majesty,
Our people
I
are
implore
dying to
you,
crystals,
hear us out.
therefore we need to go to the Sacrosanctum that is full of crystals!
If nothing else, the Sacrosanctum offers them the hope they need to live.
It
Why don't
doesn't!
you understand that?
Because there's more crystals than in your blighted fucking country there! It's completely uninhabitable!
Clarissa, don't tell me.
Ugh.
Your Highness!
their goal is stupid, their way to get there is fucking stupid, and the lines they've already established are more than anything they would ever need to go to war for. Ugh. What happened to all of our ballistas? Well, there's a lot of its food source down here, so of course it can be. You turned all of your monsters into ancient snacks, so have fun.
Look at that! Up there in the sky!
Sick.
It can't be!
It's ancient.
Now it's happening.
Damn! Look at this thing. Don't touch that. It'll kill you. Oh my god.
It's coming this way! Shoot it down!
Can't see a thing through the mist.
It's huge.
Welcome to FF10. We're fighting Sin.
Ancient.
Only Sin was clipping less. Oh, we're actually...
Ancient! Are we truly gonna
Oh.
fight the Elder Dragon?
Are we?
Don't put up the attack. We need to stop it. After all the destruction it's wrought, we'll not let it claim one more victim.
Don't have the barrel bombs for it, Jonas. Okay, it doesn't have an actual health bar. Never mind. So we're not actually fighting it. I was concerned for a second.
Yeah, I got it! Yeah.
It has a beard. Why does it have a beard?
It activated its shell? Whoa! It looks just like the Blightstone of a feral monster!
Yeah.
Attack it while it's in this state. Be careful.
Yeah, but we can't wait around and let that thing wipe us out one by one. Watch for the right moment to strike and finish it in one fell swoop.
Well said. And we're doing that how? And Thea and Ghost are immediately going for it. Great. I love how the NPCs are all following advice all the time. They're doing so well. This does almost no damage. Bonk. Grand Backlash. Grand Scourge. Damn, dude, this is just Sin. This is just Sin. What the fuck? Why is it just Sin? I want to paralyze it.
Let's go!
It's weak to water, it's weak to ice, it's double weak to dragon. Things we cannot necessarily make.
Let's do this!
I Okay, we'd have to power attack here. Oh, the Blightstone was inactive for a second there. Didn't see that. I would really like this para. And they're once again both going for it. They're both just going in. Wonderful. You too, I swear.
Are you okay?
Thank you.
I'm too weak to dragon. Oh, Thea dodged.
Looking good.
I mean, I guess that was tanking through. Oh, Goss dodged. Grand Scourge. Nice scouring. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, the shell is inactive right now. So now we can go for it. That does very little. That does a lot more. Cool double attack. Nifty 1000 damage.
Nice job.
And boom. Looks like the ancient can't move. The ancient is behaving strangely. Like, I know you just used the word ancient and like mumbled it a little bit. Like, I know that.
It stopped moving.
Why does it now have a ramming spear?
Something's not right.
Nothing is working. Why?
Because it's fuck huge.
Damn, what's it doing now?
Simon!
With the power of a battle-bound Rathalos on our side, even Ancient can be brought to heel.
Press forward! Yeah!
Is this all it can do?
Something strange is going on here.
Oh, it's charging. Never mind, everything's about to crystallize. Say goodbye to Azuria.
No! Everyone run!
Yep, they're all gone. Damn, the jaw opening like that is crazy. Woo-hoo-hoo! Well, fuck Vermeil's army, I suppose.
Answer me! Simon!
Oh. Oh, that's a shame.
Over there.
Simon! Are you okay?
It won't let up. Ratha?
Why does our Rathalos have shielding technology? We don't even have space for a tachyon core on this thing. What do you mean?
Is that?
Well, the only thing less dangerous than a laser cannon is an out-of-control laser cannon, I suppose. Long live the king. That's Rada. F it. That's a different problem. My favorite Rada fun fact is that he's the originator of the fucking Morbius meme. Times the niche bullshit I watch crosses into mainstream, 1.
Not even the battle-bound are capable of halting its warpath.
But that, Queen Clarissa, is where our nation's true hope lies. If we can harness the Elder Dragon's power, our every hope and dream will come to fruition.
And you have a plan to do so?
We claim one of Ancient's offspring as our own.
Huh? It has eggs?
Cross the Meridian? For what purpose?
We've borne witness to the Rathalos' return from extinction. And with it, the sort of omen we can ill afford to ignore.
But why would it warrant the breaking of the Covenant?
I think that the Elder Dragon has been resurrected. But I can't know for sure. Unless I go to the Sacrosanctum myself.
You will not. For one, what will become of our child?
Our child will be fine.
That's what therapy's for.
I'm afraid my mind's made up. Please forgive me.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Oh, I can see the crystal already. Yeah.
Those crystals.
Do not worry about me. Crystallization will consume my body, yes. But it is a slow, gradual process.
Don't worry about me dying, it will be painful.
About Ancient's return? So you knew. And even then you let Mother run off on her own? You should have stopped her when you had the chance!
I tried. But Amara was not easily swayed. Your mother was fully determined to save the world. As the King of Azuria, I thought I could protect our people by maintaining the Covenant. I swore not to repeat the mistakes made 200 years ago. And yet, the past is repeating itself right before our eyes. Despite our every effort to adhere to the rules of the Covenant.
Nothing about the Covenant makes sense. Like, this is so dumb. We were exiled. We must remain exiled.
It's my responsibility to finish what she started.
Oh, I hate that.
Go in strength. Go forth as a rider, head held high. Do me proud.
Your Majesty! Are you all right?
Go.
I'll see you soon, Father.
Well, I'm pretty sure because he learned it on the day that we found the double Rathalos effort. Okay, now go heal Dad.
Let's go.
change, no consequences were had that day.
Hey.
Like, at all. Why?
Sure about this?
We're going after it. We'll catch it at the Sacrosanctum. We need to leave as soon as we can! Or else the Queen's going to beat us there!
What'd you say?
The Queen is after the Elder Dragon too? Yeah. I overheard her discussing her plans with Fierro. She means to control it. And use its power to reclaim the Sacrosanctum by force.
Control it? Is she nuts?
And just how does she think she's gonna do that?
By battle binding it. We call it battle honing in Vermeil, but the results are the same. When the process is complete, the monster will bend to human whims.
And you're gonna do that how?
Of the same mistakes. Why are they doing this? They found the Elder Dragon's den. And they believe in eggs in there, just waiting for them to take. An Elder Dragon egg?
So where exactly is Ancient's den?
Near the Sacrosanctum.
How does Vermeil even know all this in the first place?
Vermeil sent riders to Galliard, part of a reconnaissance effort. They've been keeping tabs on the Scriveners all along.
Well, that's an unpleasant surprise.
They'll find the egg, hatch it, and battle bind their own Elder Dragon. To me, it's all that makes sense.
Princess.
If there really is an egg out there, we have to claim it before anybody else can. We'd better hurry.
I'm glad I caught you. Anna, from what I heard, you know about the Elder Dragon Den.
You mean, it's all true?
Yes. It was discovered while we were traveling. Corbin and the survey team captain found it. As I understand it, they're searching the den for an ancient egg as we speak.
Why are they so sure they'll find one at all?
Our captain, she said, I know there's an egg in the Sacrosanctum den, and took off.
But how does she know?
There must be a reason why she's so certain.
So the captain is Amara, right? Just with a different hair color?
Researcher, and even beyond that, she has some sort of connection to Ancient and the Sacrosanctum.
A connection? What kind?
I don't entirely know. What I can tell you.
So, this intuition of yours, it's telling you that there's an egg close by?
This is where Miss Anna found me. Right around here.
Really? This is where it happened? Maybe you caught sight of the egg back then.
That's not it. Truth be told, I can't remember anything from before I woke up. With the notable exceptions of this place and the Elder Dragon.
Her eyebrow color doesn't match her hair color.
Yes. All memory of her past self is completely gone.
Your Highness, are you all right?
Yeah. We better get going. If that egg exists, there's gonna be a lot of competition for it.
There is a chance the Ancient may return to its den. Please be careful out there. Navi. No. Rudy. Please guide your friends in the great Palico tradition.
You can count on me. Come on, Princess. Let's get to it.
Alright, so I'm gonna rant about this one last time. And then I'm just gonna accept it. This game has been really fucking fantastic. And the story has been flimsy as all fuck. Like, bad flimsy as all fuck. Here is why. Everything to do with the Meridian and the Covenant and the fact that Vermeil wants to get over it and Azuria doesn't is fucking stupid. Every single piece of that is complete flimsy written garbage. Start with the baseline. Start at the beginning. Vermeil's dying of crystallization super hard. Azuria is worried about crystallization but is fine. Both of them have been banished and both of them are living under a 200-year-old covenant that they know nothing about, but it says don't go past this line. We don't know anything else. There is nothing else written about it. There's no... And if you do, nothing. Vermeil just wants to go past it because they see their only hope past that area. We don't really know what's past it. We only know that the Sacrosanctum lies beyond it, our old capital. This is like stuff that's been handed down. At that time, Vermeil already has not just access to knowledge of what's past the Meridian, because they have Simon already, right? Like, Simon's already back. Amara has gained that knowledge already and then vanished. So, Simon managed to somehow not just get the small Rathalos off of Amara, but also take the small Rathalos past the shelf, past the Meridian, back to not Azuria, a place he would have hit up first, but past Azuria into Vermeil, who he then started working with and got embedded as a spy in Azuria. And then we grew up with him. He's 9 when this happens. Or like 9 or 10, right? Like a 9-year-old with a Rathalos sneaks past a gate that no one has figured out how to get past, and is generally counted as forbidden, past a country, through a country he knows nothing about, into another country to ally with them. I'm just going to accept that. I'm just going to accept that because it's fucking stupid. Vermeil and Azuria start clashing over the fact that Vermeil wants to go break the Covenant, which isn't Azuria's business whatsoever. Like, not that that's our fucking problem, but for some reason our king is really against it because upholding the Covenant is so important. Sure. Let's pretend that the king thinks that if anyone crosses, let's pretend like this, right? Like the king thinks if the Covenant is broken, then everything goes to hell. So he has to stop Vermeil from crossing over. That's why they're clashing, that's why there's war. So we're eliminating the idea that Vermeil could just move through us and just like go over and it wouldn't be our problem because we're still holding our part of the deal. They start clashing over this. Then our entire party as the Rangers, a at least partially military organization of Azuria, gets permission by whatever the fuck that Wyverian is to cross the Meridian. So we cross it already. Which means if the king thought that anyone crossing it would be bad and that's why everyone had to be stopped, we have now crossed it, that point is moot, and if he didn't think that, then there was no reason to just not let Vermeil pass. So we already go past it. As we find other civilizations that exist on the other side, we also encounter Vermeilian agents. So they already have agents over there. They might have had them for however long, we don't know. Let's assume they came with us, right? They snuck in after us or something. Let's go with that. Fuck it. At no point is there a moment in time where Vermeil can't just reveal that to Azuria and go like, yeah, but like there's people living past there. This isn't like a desolate wasteland. There's civilizations there. There's no reason for us to be here. Completely changing the way that those negotiations work. They could have played that chip at any time, but they don't. So Vermeil already has moved their agents into whatever's behind the Meridian, right? They have enough for a communications line that keeps the queen back in her shitty country updated. There's an entire infrastructure they've set up. And yet, for some reason, Azuria is still a problem to Vermeil to the point where they need to go to war. They don't. They already have people in the Meridian, like past the Meridian. They can just go there now. They don't, like Azuria is a non-factor for them now. Let's jump to the cutscene we just went through with the peace talks, right? Because that's the real new stuff. Azuria and Vermeil sit at the peace talks. Vermeil knows what's behind the Meridian. Azuria allegedly does not. Because when we get called in, we are the first to tell the Azorian delegations that there are civilizations beyond the Meridian. Yet the mediator is Anna, the person calling us in. Someone from beyond the Meridian. What the fuck? Every single bit about this Covenant bullshit is completely flimsy writing. Everything in this story isn't happening because the characters are growing and making these things happen. Everything in the story is happening because they need it to happen. The confrontation between the two countries, completely nonsensical. Not in the military or any interest of both countries, of either of them. Completely just in there to have some tension. They even acknowledged this in the first conversation, like, oh, we're just going to exhaust each other to death. Nonsensical. Vermeil has a way to get past Azuria already without any casualties. They don't need to force that shit. Oh, we can't break the entire Covenant. Complete bullshit. We have already broken the Covenant. And if us crossing over doesn't constitute breaking it, then just let Vermeil cross. Not our bloody problem. What the fuck? Apparently, by the way, not just that, 10 years ago, Amara crossed the Meridian. So someone already did it. So even 10 years ago, the Covenant was already broken. There is no reason that we can't break it further, or let someone else break it and then just claim, not our issue, we're a different country, this wasn't us, we were always truthful, blah blah blah. In addition to that, there is clearly a fucking checkpoint system set up at the Meridian. You beat a Magna Malo to death, and then a very, very big Wyverian goes, you may pass. So there's already an inbuilt thing that allows you to cross. Which is clearly just there because of the Covenant, right? Otherwise, why does this wall exist? Why does this guy sit there? So we've been given permission on top of everything else. It's so fucking stupid. It is so dumb. Ironically, in Monster Hunter Stories, the stories part has been really bad. And even in 1 and 2, like, the story was a generic Chosen One plot, sure, fuck it, why not? But damn, 3 really needed a better writing staff. I'm sorry, like, this is not good. This is a perfect example of completely unnatural writing, completely unorganic story progression. And then there was a fight because we need a fight for a big moment. And then Vermeil really set up its army at the borders during the peace talk because we won the fight. And we need a reason for Ancient to pop up and eat all of the things so that both sides see it. And then when Simon says, hey, let's use both the Rathalos to beat the big giant Elder Dragon, a thing that we know happened in the past, we need our main character to go, no, we don't want to beat the Elder Dragon anymore, even though finding out about crystallization and a way to beat it was the reason we got there in the first place. And that's very clearly the answer. Over and over. It's awful. Ugh.
Well, now then.
Let me get a... Let me get like a backup save going, just real quick. What's that, a toys? Yeah. Let's go. I'm looking for the AI M dashes. No, it's not, like, the individual writing isn't bad, it's the story overall that's bad. Like, the individual writing, the way that the characters work, by the way, I really enjoy. I really enjoy the characters in this narrative. But the overall narrative is a disaster.
PK, were you waiting for us?
Sure was. Boss asked me to.
Said he wanted me to get y'all up to speed when you finally decided to show up.
About the Elder Dragon's egg?
Right again. After you left, Boss and the survey captain got right back to searching for the Elder Dragon. And guess what? They stumbled onto a mysterious ore found only in that area, traced it back to the source, and bam! They found the den!
Mysterious ore, huh?
Probably quartz that came from the Elder Dragon itself.
Anyway, this is the shortest route to the den, but with all the monsters around, it still ain't exactly a cakewalk.
Is it the one dead end we couldn't do the entire time?
No, we're confident that this is the path we want to take. Isn't that right, Your Highness?
Yeah. We can't let Vermeil beat us to the punch.
Vermeil?
Let's go.
No one informed PK about anything.
Did something happen since I saw you last?
Where do I even start? We encountered the Elder Dragon, were nearly turned into crystal, and cheated fate in about 100 other ways.
And also an entire army got 8.
Is that right? Huh. That explains it.
What explains what, exactly?
Before you were all, oh fiddle-dee-dee, I shall never allow Her Highness to face any undue dangers. But not anymore. Things are different now. It's almost like, instead of just a princess and her palico, the two of you have become actual real partners.
Partners?
Yeah, maybe that's not the best way to put it, but whatever's going on, I dig it.
You dig it? Well, if that's how we're putting things, then perhaps I dig it too.
Rudy. See, that's what I mean. Like, the individual characters I really, really enjoy. Like, I really like Rudy. I like our main character. I think the partner characters we're given are universally really nifty. I think this Anjanath is about to fucking die. Like, all of those things. Igor, sleep well. Have a wonderful night. We're just punching Dracophages, huh? Oh, there's like notes here. Oh, Dracophage notes. Yeah, that's fine. We do need to punch this one. Wait, what? We do not need to punch this one? We're going over there. Never mind. Oh yeah, that's something I wanted to try. Hold up. So if we go... Oh, I see. We might have always had the double jump. I might have just been stupid about it. You just have to do it on the spot, and then you gain extra height. But you instantly come down. Never mind. That might not be it. Did I give you an AoE? With ice damage to random enemies. That must be good enough.
Impressive! Yeah, I got it! Yes! Alright!
Oh, is it that bad? Is it that bad, Columbia?
I've got this!
That's a shame. Venom! With a capital No.
Classic! Please, that helps.
And... Donk.
You did it!
Thank you, Gnocchi. That was entirely reasonable and necessary.
Alright!
Entirely reasonable and necessary.
On to the next!
So this works perfectly. Need a stable signal, huh? I really don't want to fight all of the small fry. That's not been relevant for a good long while. This, on the other hand, looks like we're about to have a fight.
What is it? That egg quartz.
Somebody must have cracked it open.
Who are you thinking?
With what?
Maybe some egg hunters found this place.
Nah, I'm not sure I see it. There aren't many folks who know how to make it this far, and even fewer egg hunters.
Besides, the other egg quartz around here is undisturbed. This is the only one that's cracked.
his mother's armor.
What?
I knew it. Mother was looking for the Elder Dragon Den, and her search brought her here. But something must have happened.
Oh. It's the Nergigante scene. But with an Azure Rathalos. What the fuck? An ancient Azure Rathalos? That's not even the Vermeil binding.
This is bad. Really, really bad.
Is it? It's just a Rathalos.
Leave it to me.
Hey, Loki. That armor looks like a Rathalos or maybe a subspecies. I suspect our common knowledge doesn't apply here. We'll have to play this one by ear. Yeah, I suspect it goes very fast, and that's it. Let's go for tail. It doesn't go very fast. It goes very hard. Fuck. Ow.
I've got this.
The Ghost of Rock is so cool, dude. So very cool. Might as well switch to speed. Soaring Inferno. We love Rathaloses. Do we though? I'm a little bit tired of them pretending that Rathaloses are like the strongest shit ever. I'm a tiny bit tired of that part. Crescent Strike is fine. Oh no, now it's mid-air, so now it's Angie. Flash Bomb? Really? Flash Bomb and then it doesn't crash to the ground? That's a bit cheat. Come on, you could have done that. You could have easily done that.
You okay?
Thanks, Thea. Ready up.
Looking good. Amazing.
500 follow-ups is kind of nice.
Oh
Yikes, but evade. We should probably get out of the fire. Like Valkana-wise, we should probably get out of the fire. I was gonna say, we could just switch to Namiel, but Namiel also has a double weakness to fire, so... maybe we cannot. Maybe we cannot. Good hits, good hits.
Keep it up.
Thea's about to just bite it, by the way. They're about to just beam Tyre down. Never mind, they went for a ride. That helps. In the meantime, we are switching. But what are we switching to? I really want to Hellbreaker them. But we're about to get fired on. So, you know what? We'll just go Venom Queen.
Counting on you.
Hannah's got this. Inferno Strike.
This will do it. Impressive. Yeah. Excellent.
And Stagger. The follow-up lunges are so good. I'm glad we finally get to play lunge stands. For the entirety of the game, we were in counter stands because of Namiel weapon. And now we're finally on the good. I really want to get Fox Flame Bubbles up on this, but we're not getting to. 1200, huh? Just evaded. Just evaded. They're gonna hit. What are we hitting, by the way? We could go body. I wouldn't mind going body. Let's go attack down coating. I still haven't figured out which bow I eventually want to run. Like, the Legiana bow is fine and all, but eh? I'm kind of missing Paralyze. I won! Yes, yes, you have. And unfortunately, this is non... No, that's not right. We are speeding. What does the blue line mean again? I forgot. The blue line is just clashing against someone else. Oh! Oh god, that face!
Any bad kids out here?
What the fuck?
Here we go. Hey, looking good.
And that's the serial killer arc. Nice! Such dreadful energy, it's planning something. Stay on guard. Okay, it's planning to hit me specifically. Like, okay. Do I fuck with that? Do I want to try and put it to sleep? Ignition Fang. Negate it, never mind. Poogie Parade! Cool, you bit me. I'm so proud of you. Oh, ow, never mind.
What?
That attack just now had explosive powder in it. An Azure Rathalos couldn't pull off something like that. No way, no how. Just as I thought, this Rathalos is battle-bound. And also feral. And I feel like this fight is supposed to go on longer than this, because we're about to just kill it before the big conclusion. Head battle-bound. Yeah, you're supposed to hit that, huh? Whee!
That helps.
Good job, Kensei. Well done. Plop.
What a win! Good, right? Well done, everyone.
Say, Zoe, do you think this Rathalos is... I think we're on the same page here. We should take a closer look. It's feral. Ish.
That was no ordinary Azure Rathalos, I'll tell you that for free.
Looking at this Rathalos.
The thing's a dead ringer for the one we saw in the scrolls, ain't it?
Wait, you're not implying it came out of that egg quartz?
Did we just fight a battle-bound monster from 200 years ago?
Yeah, I think we did.
Hold on, this thing survived after being crystallized? No way, it's completely unheard of.
Well, Ratha here hatched from a crystallized egg, so it's not without precedent.
He what?
Actually, a lot of things hatch from crystallized eggs. All of the endangered species hatch from crystallized eggs.
Brought to life from crystal. Just like Ratha. How didn't I realize? We gotta hurry.
Didn't I realize what? Well, hold up. Okay, there's nothing here. Whee! The crystal part, I think, is an interesting, like, plot point. I think that's an inherently interesting premise.
I'm just gonna come right
But-
out and say it. If we haven't found the egg by now, then it ain't here. In case it somehow slipped your mind, we're in the middle of an Elder Dragon's den right now, and there's no telling when it'll decide to come home.
By all means, you are more than welcome to head back.
You know I'm not leaving here without you. Oh, what's up?
Just ahead of us.
Huh? Really didn't like the sound of that. Uh-oh.
What is that? A Glavenus? No, it's a Luna Garen.
Did that just hatch?
It didn't really hatch, it unfroze.
That was a roar.
No time to waste.
No, I doubt it, Jonas.
I'm right here!
What is it, Amon? Because it didn't just hatch, it unfroze from 200 years ago.
What the heck's your problem, man?
Over here.
Like, they're calling it hatching because this stuff is called egg quartz. But it's not an egg, it's just crystallized. And sometimes there are eggs in that crystal. So the nomenclature is fucking annoying.
What kind of monster is this beast?
A Luna Garen.
Luna Garon. Fresh out of the egg quartz, too.
Then this monster's been battle-bound.
The armor didn't give that away? What do you mean? Like, we know what that looks like! First in Azure Rathalos, now to Luna Garen. What the heck's going on? The battle mining must have enhanced the monster. Well, yeah, that was the point of... Why do we act like we don't know what's been happening the entire fucking story? Full double? Unfortunately, we know what Luna Garen fights are like. Para and weak poison. Which means we're setting up for Searing Blades next. And this is going to be unclashable anyway, so... Quick shot, piercing shot. Chilling charge. The Swallowing creature entered his sleep chamber and he just woke up and got out from bed. I mean, it's been frozen for 200 years, so that might be its problem. And the last time it was conscious, it was in the middle of a war. I reckon that has something to do with it. I strongly reckon that's got to do with it. It's not on fire. I personally take offense with that. Silver Breath is gonna kill us.
Let's go! Thank you.
Never mind. Bomb. Beautiful. I forgot what it's like when it's N-range, but I believe it's a power attacker in N-range. Either way, I want to set up Fox Flame Bubbles. Set them up on body, probably. I mean, I think it is. Okay, I was right.
That helps.
Never mind. Paralyzed. Again. There's a part break. There are bubbles! And we can just stay on Namiel. It turns out it doesn't have resistance against water. So we can just do this. Storm Veil it up. And give me Dragon Piercer. Oh, this is gonna break that, huh? Sure. Hello! I bring you Engi Arrow.
I got it! Yes!
One Engi Namiel. The fact that Siren actually has regen now is crazy to me. We're living without stamina regen for so long. We're trying for breaks. Unfortunately, oh, I just realized our sword as well as our bow is ice damage. That's unkind. I really need to switch the bow. Any other element except ice. I think I'd prefer either dragon or lightning element and get para coating. We could just slot para coating if I have the socket, which I might not. I don't know. Okay, the thunderclap. Thea, you have to go. You have to start dodging. I'm sorry. You just gotta. It is attack down, but not accuracy down. So we need to Fox Bubbles again. That we can just shoot and it'll do it.
Classic! Impressive! Now's our chance!
Hey, there's our proficient part breaker. Achievement get. Broken menu part.
Now's your chance!
Wonderful. It's not angry right now, so we can just Nami Torrent.
Got it! We did it!
We're almost at full kinship.
Let's go!
Shame, I really want to see what the Velkana kinship attack. But everything is high space, so Valky doesn't get to stay in a lot. It's back on its feet. Yeah, that it is. There's nothing we can do about that. 200? Oh no. We could have healed like in the last 5 turns and it would have been fine. As it stands, I did not.
Watch out!
Okay, guess it's back again. I knew this Lunagaran would be trouble. How awful, the battle binding has altered its body to the extreme. Does its speed also go to the extreme? 24 only. Oh no, wait. Multi-part break bonus. Okay. Oh, we're not doing shit to it now, huh? Rising shots. Thea's on last life. Wait, it has 2 attacks now? Oh. This is a big wait, what the fuck? This is a huge problem. Wait, this is a gigantic problem. Probably a bad time to cancel. Probably a really bad time to cancel.
Let's go, Captain! Yeah! Nice! You see that?
I still don't know how I feel about double kinship attacks. They sure do a lot of damage, but I feel like attack cancelling on 2 different turns would be more powerful. Way more powerful. Okay, what oh! It's exclusively fire and dragon. And guess what we don't have any of? We do not have any dragon whatsoever.
Counting on you.
Fire we can sort of do. Bonking we can sort of do. Don't have the element for this. The Gosarog has dragon element. But Thea keeps getting wrecked. Oh, and now we're getting it. I love how Draconic Flurry is just it, like, ass first running into it. That is very precious. I hate it. Hammer is such a weird weapon. You know what? Maybe we should just go face. Instead of pretending we can break anything else, we just hit face. It's a multi-break anyway.
Thank you.
That's about my ability to play music as well. That's how well I can play music. Like old dial-up sounds, basically. A mega angry Lunagaran. In other words, hit it now or else. It's casting Railgun?
Get him!
What do you mean it's casting Railgun? Who do you think you are?
You did it!
You freak?
All together now.
Fucking Ray Dow reject.
We've got this.
1400 only. But now we've got double cancels coming up. They're just casting Flurry. If they're casting Flurry, we're gonna cancel this turn. And then they've got next turn, hopefully. Spin to win. Oh, never mind. There is no next turn. God, the attack up large from this is also so nice. S rank. Nifty. The Battlebound. What an atrocity. The whole thing overturns the fundamental nature of a monster. This is the transgression. How despicable. Hopefully we've provided it some modicum of peace. Well, it's dead now, so... You know.
Is anybody injured? No, we're fine.
Hi, Mom.
Thank you.
Thing was pretty spry for a 200-year-old. Also, thanks for saving my life again.
I'm glad you're safe. You too, Captain.
She's got it in her head that there's an ancient egg around here. So, where is it?
Right over here. Come on, all of you.
What would an ancient... Like, what would a baby ancient even look like? What would a baby ancient even look like? Hold up. Is it like the world's tiniest sky whale? Is that what it is? I'm using this slot. Unfortunately, we do have to wait until tomorrow before we find out. Because I do have to keep today really, really short. Sorry about the weird scheduling in recent times, everyone. Like, yesterday was weird, today was weird. Wish we hadn't gotten stuck in traffic. But I have to keep today relatively short because of that. Tomorrow we're going to be back on normal length. Tomorrow we're starting at 4 PM again, and then we're continuing from there. I don't know, like, weirdly enough, the story being this annoying does annoy me, but it doesn't ruin the game for me. Like, the game itself is really bloody good. I've loved the exploration, I've loved the monster fighting, I've loved the team building, I like the environment mechanics that they've added to this. There's so much to love about this game. There is so much to love about this game. But when it comes to like the narrative, I think the narrative is really poor, and probably like the poorest it's been in the series. Probably the poorest it's been in the series. I know where we're going. The benefit of... thank you, Theo. Not today. Another time, however, absolutely. But today, I finally get to throw you all at Yeez. Yeez is also playing Monsties. Significantly behind us, so please keep the spoilers to a 0. Absolutely keep the spoilers to a 0. Hold up. Wait, message. I can type. There we go. There's your message. We're gonna be back tomorrow, 4 PM CET, at the like new quote-unquote trial time, and we're gonna continue from here. I might go back and do a couple more side quests because I think we can teleport out from here. But overall, I think we're very much coming up on the end of the game, right? Thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. Thank you for joining, and have a great rest of your day. Try to not get stuck in traffic, okay? Try to not get stuck in traffic. That's my big recommendation today.